What's up, guys? CJ here, Old Fashioned Nerds, joined today by Bruce, aka Golden Eagle. Say hi, Bruce.
Who are you? Did you make videos, right?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
I made a video a couple months back saying we're back and then stopped.
But we're
But
back.
I think with yeah, but we're back again. I think with Gothic we're going to try to make a concerted effort to make a little bit more videos. But today we wanted to go over the spoilers in depth. I think we have 90 or 91 spoilers so far, and I'm sure we're going to get some more. So this will probably be like the first half of the spoiler video, and then the plan will be to have a shorter, more concise version with Bruce over on his channel, Golden Eagle Cards. Check it out. You probably already have. And then whenever we get more spoilers, eventually we'll do a second half of the spoiler video. Probably just add them to this tier list, and then yeah, you guys will be all ready to win in your early Gothic drafts.
And then,
Oh, actually, to be fair, we're probably going to be doing this for constructed, not so much draft. I think Mitch is going to be the limited kind of guy.
yeah, and then to say join the Sorcerer Summit. That's where we have all these images on their own channel, and so they don't get buried under conversation. They're just out there for everybody to see.
Yeah, very helpful. Honestly, every time I'm trying to look up a card and I have to like go through the media file on the spoiler section and pass by everyone's like memes and gifs, drives me nuts. So we have our own dedicated images file for these spoilers. And we do fun tournaments. Come join us.
Yeah, no, Sorcerer Summit is great. So I guess we'll just go down the list. This is kind of jumbled. So, but
I think it's okay.
yeah. First one is Mortals all gone, or no, it doesn't even have all. It's all mortals gone. It's just kill all mortals. Unique 3 mana, double air, magic. I don't know. Is it good?
It's hard to tell. I think this is a meta call, right? Like, I think that like on its own, especially in draft, it's probably not that good. Unless you're drafting like a specifically evil deck, you might be able to defeat like the good decks. I'm assuming mortals are good in this so far. I don't think we've seen anything that was like a mortal demon or anything. So in draft, I don't know. In constructed, I don't think that this is a card you want to play unless you are making a meta call. Because like we don't know what the Gothic meta is going to look like. For all I know, it's going to be nothing but undead and monsters. In which case, this is like a trash card. But I know that Kyle's been messing around with like a 38 unique deck, which runs something like 30 mortals. In which case, yeah, this is a great card. So I think it's more of a meta call than anything. I probably put it at C to start. What do you think?
I think I was a little more generous because mortals are so ubiquitous right now. You have Morgana, you have Grandmaster Wizard, you
Yeah.
have other things like. Yeah, I agree. It's a meta call. I would maybe be okay with it B tier, but not knowing what is going to shake out, I think C is a safe bet. Are we not going to put anything in S just out of fear of?
Oh no, we've got S tier cards. At least I do.
Yeah. No,
I will say though, okay, so but you're saying like mortals are ubiquitous, which I agree with, but like okay, so outside of the AL unique like knights, which don't even see an insane amount of play, like if you're killing their apprentice wizards, who cares? Their grandmaster wizards, who cares? Their Boudica,
I guess
probably who cares,
it's
right?
a
All of these things get value the turn they come down, and if you kill them as a sorcery speed reaction the next turn, who cares? You're basically hoping to hit like Green Knight or Morgana, in which case you might be spending like a 3 mana unique on a killing one mortal.
I would equate this to mortality, and we don't see
Yeah,
mortality played, right?
exactly. Mortality's cheaper. It's easier to get. Is it ordinary?
Mortality is ordinary, and it's two
So we
steps
could even
away.
common sense for it, and we don't do it. So I don't think that this is good unless it's a meta call. If there are an insane mortals package and mortals are like the way to go, sure, yeah, this might be A tier, S tier. But currently, without knowing what the rest of Gothic looks like or what the decks are going to look like, I'm not very high on it.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's a interesting take on mortality, but mortality is not played, so you know.
Yeah. What do we got
Uh,
next? Sorry, I can't see these very well,
yeah,
so I think you're going to be the reading guy.
I gotcha. We got Barrow Right.
Oh, I see it. So Barrow Wright's a 2 mana, 1 earth, 2/2. It's an ordinary undead, and it has burrowing. 2 mana, sacrifice a skeleton tone to summon this minion from your cemetery to that site. I don't love it. I think this might be pretty good in limited. I think in constructed, I'm not super high on it because to me, I don't know how easy it is to get skeleton tokens, but as far as I can tell, it's usually a 1 mana investment, right? Necromancer pay 1 to get it, and then we have that site. What is it? Oversold Cemetery or something?
Yeah, open
That's
cemetery.
pay 1 mana. Open Cemetery. That's what it's called. 1 mana to make a token. So theoretically, this is a 3 mana 2/2 with burrowing that has some sort of like
Recursion.
graveyard synergy. Yeah, so to me, I don't think I'm playing this unless there are cards that we're not aware of, right? So if there's like
Easier
something that
ways to get
says
skeleton
whenever a
tokens, right? Like
well, easier ways to get skeleton tokens, or like if it says like whenever a card leaves your grave or your cemetery, draw a card or make a 1/1 or like if there's a
some kind of benefit
payoff,
for using
yeah.
its ability other than
It,
just coming to onto the board.
Yeah, and we don't have a lot of those like engine builder pieces in Sorcery yet. We don't know if that's going to be a mechanic that they like lean into. Obviously, Magic does that, right? They have like artifact synergies and creature synergies and etc. So if they lean into allowing us to like benefit from passive abilities, like whenever a card leaves your cemetery, draw a card, make a token, deal 1 damage, then this is quite good. But we haven't seen that yet, so I'm kind of on it's for limited play. Theoretically, you could do that like you draw a card for each differently named undead, in which case this is a little bit better, but I'm not super high on it.
I think it's a 2/2 with some kind of weird upside. Yeah, constructed playable. I don't think so.
Yeah, not really.
All right, and the one that I don't like this card design, but I understand why it's here. River of Blood, an exceptional sight, fire. All healing is halved, rounded down. This
Uh,
is a huge
so
effect.
this is a question for our tier list. Do we say that it's in the deck it's good in, it's an S tier, or do we say like in every deck it's a B tier? Because it's not going to go in every deck, right? But when you are playing like an aggressive fire deck, in my opinion, this is like S tier. So what do you think? Are we saying like in the deck that
Generic.
it's good in, it's an S tier, or generic? It's because I feel like I don't know. I think we should say in the deck that it's good in, it's X tier because otherwise, like the undead synergies, they're just not good in the mortal deck or the good deck or the monsters deck, and so we're gonna call everything mid. So I think that this is like S tier in aggro.
I would
Does that make
agree.
sense?
I would leave this or in our tier list ranking or discussion. It is the role it plays in whatever deck or hypothetical archetype we see it in.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I'll also say, like, at least in my opinion, this deck or this card existing is S tier. Playing it might not actually be very valuable because we have ways to nerf healing and because there's a bunch of cemetery hate to hurt Archimago, like a lot of decks aren't healing that much. But this card existing is going to make that deck harder to play, right?
It's
So
just the
like,
threat of that thing exists. Like in your
yeah,
deck building, it's going to be harder because this thing like is an
yeah. So like
option.
you like right now, Archimago healing is insane, right? So in the next set, when this card is released, we just might not see that much Archimago healing stuff. And obviously, it's still going to help you out against like vampires, but like this card existing is S tier, but you might not get value out of it because people are trying to build around it. But I still think that makes it an S tier card, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's a consideration. Like I'm not considering Barrow right when I'm building my deck. I'm
Yeah.
yeah
Oh no, that damn Barrow Right's countering me.
yeah.
So yeah, and I think even outside of Archimago, like part of the reason mid range is so powerful and aggro so weak right now in the alpha beta Arthurian Legends meta is because the buff to vampires makes it so easy for mid range decks to come back from an aggressive, start. So
Say
I think
yeah,
that this will be very powerful.
if you're on the draw and your opponent is in aggressive and he gets you to 8 on turn 3 or 4 and then you drop a vampire or you have some kind of way to stabilize, you're just kind of like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I'm back in it. So yeah, I think that this is the kind of thing that like if my vampire is only healing for 2 now, that's really a setback. So yeah, because like I mean, how many times have you just like dropped a vampire whirling blades or dropped a vampire grapple shot, like and that stabilizes you for the extra turn and then you're back in it and you win? Like this really nerfs that, so I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think our first S tier.
Cool.
Next one is
We got next bone spear.
Bone Spear. 1 mana, 1 air threshold, ordinary magic. Sacrifice an undead, shoot a projectile from its location that deals 3. Seems okay in like a necro skeleton build. You're spending 2 mana for 3 damage, so I don't know. Seems okay.
Yeah, am having a hard time evaluating this. It kind of comes from the same thing as the barrow, right? In which case, like, we don't know how easy it is to get like generic floating like undead, right? If we have cards that let you make mass undead, like I mean, there's like the Master Necromancer, which puts 4 bodies on the field for 5 mana,
Yep.
which seems good, but like that's still a pretty big investment just to make a bunch of like 1/1s that can't move and block. Um, Bone Spear is a slight improvement on something like Fire Bolts as far as Shield Maidens goes, right? This is just 1 mana sack a skeleton token and kill a Shield Maidens. That's pretty good. But it's not I find that sorcery cheating 1 mana isn't as important as card advantage, and this isn't card advantage. So I don't know how much better it is than like a minor explosion, a fire bolt, a lightning bolt, etc. So I don't know. I think it really depends on the meta. Where do you have this, Bruce?
If we're like in the context of a skeleton undead list, I think this is
Yeah,
going to
like
be efficient
Necromancer.
removal. It's like 1 mana, remove a thing, play a 3 drop on turn 4. Kind of
Yeah.
like help stabilize almost. I think it'll be like a reasonable um,
You
removal
think it's
spell.
reasonable? Yeah.
I,
I think I personally would put it as like top of C, but I think I'm fine with like we don't know, right? It really depends on the other
yeah, it
cards.
depends how good or how easy it is to get skeletons. And if you have to pay 1 mana for all the skeletons all the time, and you never get any free ones, like
Then this is just a lightning bolt.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean lightning
it's
bolt's
a it's,
great,
it's a
but
lightning bolt with extra steps. I guess that's a good point. It's lightning bolt
yeah.
with extra steps.
I think yeah, I think I'm kind of on it for C. Because
Yeah,
also like, I mean, so what? You spend one, make a skeleton token with your necromancer, then spend one more, kill it with bone spear, and it's like a line of sight thing. It's fine.
yeah. Uh, Foul Bones is a ordinary undead, 1 mana, 1 air threshold, 1/1 airborne, and just like the Barrow Right, pay 1, sacrifice a skeleton token, summon Foul Bones from your cemetery there. It's maybe it like you said with Barrow, it's a limited card. It's beautiful art, but
Yeah, it's
so
really
easy.
cool. So I think there are two applications for this that like make it not terrible, but I still think it's probably F tier or C tier. And the reason is so there's that card that lets you draw a card for each differently named undead. So this is similarly another way to do that. So like you're buffing that card, which when we get to it, maybe that'll be helpful. And it also makes your 1/1 landbound can't or like 1/1 that can't move and block into a 1/1 flyer that can move and block. It makes it a much more efficient blocker, but you're essentially spending 2 mana for an efficient blocker. Whereas like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really love it. So I think it's F tier, but there are some applications which make it not so terrible, but you have to have like a heavy build around, I think.
I think that's the issue is it these both of those cards requires a build around. It requires extra steps. Like
Yeah.
there's costs to that, and
I
that's not always going to work out.
I also think that Fury Road is a strategy that's never going away, right? We now have four deserts. We got Colicky Dragonettes, we got Hot Wheels, we've got kobolds and imps and everything that just deals 1 damage. This will never be aggressive, and it's not even that good at blocking
Yeah.
because it's
So
just so easy to remove.
what do? You play on your back row, and
So
then
he can block 3 sites for you basically
you can
because you
bring it
can't play him
back.
forward.
Like if you're necro, you pay 2 mana, bring it back, and then it can block some more stuff, and then you just do that
Yeah, I don't.
infinitely.
Yeah, I don't love it.
You're not winning the
Yeah,
game doing that. You're just delaying, and eventually you're yeah.
like Tom Thumb is a great card because he doesn't you don't have to like sacrifice anything. He's a good blocker. He also dies to all those like deserts, which is bad, but you're at least like running them out of resources with Tom Thumb. Foul Bones is I guess could theoretically like fill a similar role, but I just find it worse than Tom Thumb.
I guess Foul Bones is like a Tom Thumb in Necromancer, right?
Yeah, it's similar. I think that might like because Tom Thumb is quite good. So this is similar. It might not be that terrible actually, but it is worse than Tom Thumb because we have a lot of cemetery hate.
Ooh, yeah,
Tom Thumb goes back to hand where it's safe, and Foul Bones is in your cemetery. I just don't think it's very good.
yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. Um, it could fill a Tom Thumb role, and maybe it's fantastic in that way, but I just don't think it is.
But then yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how that one plays out. The next one we have is Bound Spirit, a 4 mana 4/4 1 air threshold, and it's ordinary spirit disabled unless adjacent to an allied spellcaster. So it's a 4 mana 4/4 that's disabled that has to be next to your avatar or Tawny.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
There's a lot of force movement. They're like restricting your movement options is always bad.
Yeah.
If having more movement is good, having less movement is bad, right? And then
Yeah.
yeah, turning
Don't get
a
me wrong.
go
I
ahead.
think Air likes a 4 mana 4/4, right? Like that, I legitimately run Withering Hero because it's a 4 mana 4/4. I like that card. But this has such a downside. Withering Hero is just so much better. And yes, Withering Hero is unique. This is ordinary, but like I'm not gonna common sense for a generic 4 mana 4/4.
But
It's pretty bad.
we also have swap, and then it turns swap into almost a kill spell.
Yeah. No, it's too bad. I think this is F tier. It's probably fine in limited because again, you got to think about like we don't know all the avatars. If any of them have movement abilities or like are aggressive like Battle Mage, then this is probably great in limited. But I think in constructed, you'll never play this.
And then also, if you like ramp this out on turn 3, you then need to walk up with your avatar to do anything with this.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it.
It's a lot of restrictions.
Yeah.
All right, the first of the collection cards, Silver Bullet, 2 mana artifact, an elite artifact. Bearer has tap, sacrifice Silver Bullet. This unit may cast an exceptional spell from your collection. So you're paying 2 mana to cast or choose to draw a card or choose what card you get, which seems good. But also tapping is a cost. But also tapping is like drawing a card. I don't know. What do you think?
So again, I think people saw this card, they're like, "Oh my God, this is ubiquitous, it's incredible." And I think that's not true. However, if we're ranking things on the decks that want to do it, I think it becomes pretty good. Specifically because of control, right? I think control's in kind of a bad place, and I don't want to like rank this card poorly because control's in a bad place. But if you think about like how often you just want to have a poison nova, this is 2 mana, go get a poison nova.
But you
So
need
5 mana for a poison nova doesn't feel good.
7 mana for a Poison Nova.
Oh, 7 mana. Oh, that's pretty bad. But I guess I still think. I mean,
Well,
what
I
other
guess
exceptionals do
there's
we
another
really want to see?
question.
Geyser. You can stop running Geyser in your main deck when you need it. You can get minions too, right? So like you could just get a minion if you needed it. Lava Flow, it's similar. It's 7 mana, but okay, fine, not too terrible. You get card advantage with the Mariner's Curse, basically. I still think Poison Nova is kind of the way to go.
So, like, the question is, would you
Root
run
Spider?
this?
Root Spider's good.
Yeah, would you run this out uh, the turn before you want to use it?
Yes, I would. If you want to walk, so because to me, like artifacts are obviously swap and stuff makes this really bad. And I think if you're against a water deck, you actually probably don't. But so far, like if you walk up and you dispel my silver bullet, I'm fine with that. But similar to Ring, I think you want to cast it the turn that you want to get value out
Value,
of it.
yeah.
But swap, I think, makes this dangerous. So against water decks, I think the answer is no. I think against non-water decks, the answer is probably yes. Like Death Speaker can just go get their summoning spear, and then now they've got their combo.
Yeah,
Shrink is pretty good. Shield Maidens can be incredible against the Ring. You got the Rolling Boulder for Avatar of Air.
there's sheer
We got Poison Nova
flexibility
for
of
yeah.
this card.
I think it's good in control.
I think even some longer mid-range decks, it could be really good.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just trying to think. So, like in mid range, I probably just would rather just be running an extra Lugbog Cat than
But
trying to go get a
would you pay
Lugbog Cat.
would you pay 5 mana for a spider? I would.
Yeah, probably in the right matchup. Yes. So I think that this is not ubiquitous. I think aggro never runs this. I think because I'm looking at exceptional spells. I'm not seeing anything that like absolutely crushes for aggro, right? Except for like I don't know, maybe backstab, attack by night, those sorts of random things. But nothing is like crushing for aggro. I think mid range it's a maybe. It's mostly a removal spell. Like 6 mana for a cave in, it could be really good against like a artifact heavy battle mage or death speaker running all the cores in a ring. But I think for the most part, this is a control card. This also grabs your divine healing. It's just 3 mana divine healing. I would pay 3 mana to heal for 7 and 4 mana to heal for 14 and Death Speaker. Sorry, Archimago.
Yeah, I think this is, I think this is borderline S tier, and if not, definitely A tier. Where do you have it at?
I think A tier specifically for control. And if it turns out the control sucks because we've nerfed healing, we nerfed the cemeteries, and we nerfed like everything else, then sure, this card's not getting very good. But I still think in the control deck, if you can get to a little bit higher mana, it's still S tier or A tier. So I think A is fine.
Yeah, I think the collection is going to be a very interesting question to answer coming into Gothic. Like, how good is the
Yeah.
collection? But we got an ordinary beast, carrion beetles, 1 mana, 1/1, 1 earth threshold. It has burrowing. Genesis, banish 3 cards from 1 cemetery. It's a cemetery hate.
I do hate it.
I think it's pretty good. Like, if you need, it's common sensible. If you're going against some kind of devil graveyard recursion thing, Magoo, like, I don't know if it's A or S tier, but it's a solid, like, efficient banish cemetery hate.
See, I think this is straight up F tier. However,
Oh,
I do think that something makes it not F tier. I would never run this in my main deck ever unless I knew exactly what I was playing against. Because if you're against aggro or mid range, you're top decking a
ooh,
1 mana 1/1
yeah.
that does nothing. Absolutely trash. However, I think in your collection, this is like A or B tier because we have toolbox.
And we'll get to toolbox.
This effect this effect is only good when it's like this effect is great when it's
Needed.
great, right?
Yeah.
But when you don't need it, it's F tier, and drawing a 1 mana 1/1 is so bad. If this was like a 3 mana 3/3 destroy or like burn 3 from the yard, I'd love it. But a 1 mana 1/1, because cards aren't so easy to come by in this game, we don't have ponders or brainstorms or
Mm.
ancestral recalls. I think this is F tier in your main deck, and I think it's like B tier in your sideboard because of toolbox. And I do think that toolbox is better than silver bullet because I think that most decks would like to have an extra grapple shot, lightning bolt, removal spell, etc. It makes Death Store a lot easier to finish, and aggro really needs to get by that like that those blockers because by the time you get them to Death Store, they probably have chonkers out. And similarly, I think that when this effect is good, it's great. So I think that this is like a B tier sideboard card, an F tier main deck card because of toolbox.
So instead of sideboard, it's a collection, sir. It's a B tier collection
That's what I
card.
meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a B tier collection card. I would never put it in my main deck because the cards are just so rare. But I think in your collection, it's quite good.
I would agree with that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, the only reason I see like Pit Vipers played is because the lethal and like you can maybe make use of that 1/1 body. But yeah, if it's just a vanilla 1/1 and you don't care about the effect, that's just god
So
awful.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next we have Carrionets, a 3 mana 2 air threshold exceptional magic. Summon an undead minion from a cemetery to a nearby location. Reanimate, right?
It's pretty good.
3 mana reanimate.
It just,
Without the downside of hurting yourself.
yeah, I think in an undead deck, this is probably quite good. In like grindy matches, it's probably very good. And in your average deck, it's probably pretty bad. I don't know how easy it is to fill your cemetery, but like, I don't know. If you're getting to Stitched Abomination or like the expensive undead cards, it's probably very good in the mid to late game.
I guess
I don't
three
think it's a
mana.
turbo reanimate card.
I, 3 mana is like, if this was 2, that'd feel easier to play. Um,
Yeah.
rescue.
We don't know
We
how many
don't play
good
rescue at all
undead
because that
are.
goes to hand. Like, going directly to the board is pretty good.
This also hits both cemeteries.
Yep.
I just think like let me see. Because we don't know how many big undead there are, it doesn't feel as amazing. I mean, this is like a 3 mana revive your Dapple Vampire, pretty good. 3 mana revive your Infernal Legion, your Nightmare, and that's about it, except for whatever's new. So it depends on how good the new cards are. But I also like in Magic, you try to like discard a card immediately and then reanimate it so you get like a 7 drop out early. We don't have that many redundant like discard effects. So I don't think this is nearly as broken as a Magic reanimate card. It's more for a grindy matchup unless we end up with a bunch of discard, right?
Yeah.
We have like Sisters of Avalon right now, and then there's something else that like mills, I think, two cards.
I think we have what is it called?
It's in there somewhere.
It's
We'll
rats.
find it.
It's the 2
Yeah.
rats. Yeah.
So yeah, we have something that like mills 2 cards, which can be quite good. But if like you don't mill an undead, then this is worthless. So I think this is more for like mid-range grindy cards. But if we're playing like an undead tribal deck with that undead lord, I think this is pretty decent.
I'm trying to
Because
like
maybe it lets
equate
you double
this.
spell.
I think it just lets you double spell. I'm like trying to think of like your idea of magic reanimate of like cheating out a 7-drop, we already have that with like mixes and stuff. Mixes are uh, card disadvantage, but they you don't really get any benefit from ramping out a big dumb idiot really early in the game.
Yeah. It's also pretty easy to remove big dumb idiots.
Yeah.
But I think that for this one, like again, I think it's a mid-range card. And like let's say you're spending 3 mana to reanimate your Dapper Vampire they killed last turn. That's phenomenal. And then maybe you're spending 2 more mana on like a Bone Spear and killing one of their threats. Like, okay, great. Turn 5 play. I like it. So yeah, I think it's not terrible.
I think
I'm
like
probably thinking B or C.
I think B. I think it's a great value card, and like it's maybe you don't play a full play set. Maybe you play two, or you have one in
Hmm.
your sideboard and you go get it with a silver bullet when you want to 5 mana reanimate something. I don't know. Seems like a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Chorus of condemnation. I can speak. 1 mana, 1 air,
Condemnation.
unique magic. Each player chooses another to discard a card. So
Yeah, I don't like this that
four
much.
player do stuff. Maybe it's like, oh, it's reanimate combo things. You tell them to discard a thing. They tell you to discard your big a minute. You've spent your 3 cards for you have 3 cards in
Yeah,
your
so
hand to get 1 card out.
yeah, so I don't like this card. I know people have been talking about it with Archimago, but I think that's a terrible use for this card. Because you're spending 1 mana to force them to discard a card. Great. They force you to discard a card. Okay. But like in Archimago, a card in your cemetery is worth 1/3 of a card. So you're like net down what? Like 1 2/3 cards, right? Because you had to spend this card, spend the mana, and you discarded another card, and you haven't even gotten a full card out of it. So you're net down a card. Um, so I don't like this in Archimago at all, really. I'd rather just cast my common sense than pitch it to the graveyard. The only place I can see this being good is cards like Carrionet, right? I spend 1 mana to force you to discard a card. You force me to discard my, 7 drop, or maybe it's my Lord of the Void, and then I cast the Raise Dead, and I get to have my Lord of the Void back. So like that's good, but you have to have this card, a reanimation target, and reanimate in hand. I hate that.
It's the,
And then like,
there's
and then
so
they
much
play a
work for
desert
this
under
thing
Lord of the
to
Void and it
work.
dies.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
I think it's bad too. I understand why it could be good, right? If we get enough reanimate effects, yes, this could be good. And like, okay, what if I'm empty-handed and I cast this card and it's just a 1 mana you discard
Yeah,
your
but if
card,
you
but then you're
top
like,
deck
it's
this,
card
like, what are you
even.
doing?
Yeah, it's card even. I don't like this card at all. I think it's really terrible in Archimago and in reanimate decks. We don't have enough redundancy. It's like what is carrying it? An exceptional? So it's 3 out of 60. And if you run the raised deads, it's 6 out of 60. So you have to have this, a 1 in 10 chance of having a reanimate and a reanimate target all in your hand. I hate it.
Yeah, it's it's too many steps.
Multiplayer may be good.
Here's your concert undead draw card. 5 mana, 2 air threshold, Necronomicon concert. I think.
Yeah.
Elite magic of posthumous performance. Each differently named undead and an instrument nearby joins the band to play. Draw a spell for each. So each unique undead on the board draw a spell.
Yeah. So we do have 3 instruments before Gothic is released. Do we have any new ones in Gothic? I don't think so, right?
I don't think we've seen any. We don't have very many
I
artifacts
have
right
to
now.
imagine they print one, right? They have to print one if they're printing Necronomicon Concert, because the 3 that we have so far are Golden Harp, Horn of Calrion, and the Drums of Doom. And one of those is seeing a moderate amount of play, and I think the Horn was showed up in Australia's most recent deck. So like, okay, they're not dead cards. I think you're mostly here for the uniquely named undead. In an undead tribal deck, I think this is actually decent. Because like you've
So
got your
you probably have a skeleton on
skeleton
board.
token. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sacrifice a skeleton to get either of your 2 like recursion effects we saw previously, the burrow guy and the foul bones. And then maybe one other dude. So
I'm
5 mana draw 3? It's not bad.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to think of games when I let my opponent have any kind of board presence. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at best, I think this is 5 mana draw 2.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? To be fair, this is only good when you're already have a board presence.
Yeah.
So like this card is absolute trash when you're behind, and then it's a 5 mana do nothing. I top decked the worst card in my deck. I I guess just wonder. I guess I just wonder how easy it is to flood, right? Because like let's say you can somehow generate at least 3 skeleton tokens in 1 turn, right? Whether that's from Master Necromancer or something else. if you can generate enough skeleton tokens the turn before, then they spend their turn killing some of your threats,
It's
and then you
it's
like,
uniquely named, right? Differently named, so you can't. It's one skeleton, one vampire, one infernal legion. Like those are all individual.
yeah, and you've already won the game if you've got that on the field.
Yeah,
I guess what
like
I'm saying though is like, if you can generate three skeleton tokens, they can kill two. You generate a third one on the turn you cast this. You sacrifice one of those things for foul bones, and then you cast this and you draw two. No, I think it's too much of a workaround. It just depends on how much you can flood, right? Because
I
if
will
if
say,
it's easier to generate undead than it is to remove them, then yes, this is fine. But I think that like the current meta is just never let anything survive. I
I
watched your recent video. I'm a good friend, and you harped on that a lot. You're like, you can't let anything live. You just can't let it live, and that's why this card can't be that good
yeah.
unless flooding is really easy.
Yeah, I think it's C tier. Like, I know we complain about card advantage and like card, like you just need more cards in sorcery, and you just need to draw more things. And like this is card advantage. Like it can be a cheaper Grandmaster Wizard, but I think Grandmaster Wizard kind of fallen a little bit out of favor with some other stuff moving along. But too many steps to jump through, and all the minions will just die. But
Yeah,
if minions stay on the
Grandmaster
board,
Wizard's guaranteed.
if minions stay on the board in Gothic and for like a turn, maybe this gets better.
I can't imagine why I would ever let a minion live in Gothic, but sure.
That's fair. Next one is demonic contract.
So cool.
I don't I don't care if this is a tutor or whatever. I just like the idea of selling my soul for something.
Yeah, S tier for sure. I mean, like, at least flavor wise, S tier. The fact that the fine print isn't flavor text and it's just fine print is like the funniest, best thing ever.
Yeah, so this is a 2 mana, 2 fire threshold, elite magic. Sign here, and it has a little spot for you to sign, which is not part of the cost, but I'm gonna fucking sign my cards.
It is dope. Yeah, I love it.
Search your spell book for any card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle afterward. And then the fine text is you may only search for a spell that has rarity lower or equal to a demon minion that you control. As an additional cost to cast Demonic Contract, you must pay 4 life or reach another accord with said demon by sacrificing a coin, a egg, a frog, a something, a goat,
It's
a rune, a
a
treasure, or a
goat.
mortal
Oh, it's a gem,
gem.
which we have no gems, right?
Are
We
the
have no gems. We have no runes. I don't. We do have treasures. We have the buried treasure,
Yeah, so
and we have no coins
you have
yet.
to either pay 4 life or sacrifice something, and then you can only
Yeah,
get something that is lower rarity of a demon that you control. Like so, this
we don't
goes
have
in
many demons
demon
yet.
tribal or demon dot deck or whatever. You have to be a
Yeah,
heavy demon to use this. I don't think it's going to be a super ubiquitous card just because you have to have so many demons in deck to make this not a dead card. But I mean, it's a tutor.
I I think it's good. So here's the thing: like we don't have many demons in Alpha Beta, and we have literally none in Arthurian Legends, I think.
Yeah,
But Cerberus and Chains is a pretty cheap one. So if we have if we have an aggressive avatar, then this goes in that deck for sure. Like
aggressive
aggro,
demons.
evil, tribal.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because Cerberus and Chains is 3 mana to get a 5/5, and if you're already inclined to go on their sites, then you're in great shape. And then you can cast this for 2 more. So it's like, get a 3 mana 5/5, spend 2 more mana, get a grab a unique. Amazing. Pudge Butcher sees a lot of play, and then Violent sees a lot of play. So like a 2 mana tutor, it's an extra toolbox. Not bad. But we have a bunch
well,
more
you can't.
demons just in spoiled so
Violent
far.
violent doesn't work because it has to have a lower rarity than a demon you control. So you can't
Is
go
it not
low.
equal to or lesser?
Uh,
Lower or equal? It's equal
or
to or
equal.
lesser.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think that at the floor, this is a red toolbox, which is great, right? I think we're already gonna rank toolbox kind of high, and then it has the upside of being even better. I think that every deck is not gonna want this. You have to be a evil deck, but I think in evil decks this is gonna be very good
Do
because
you,
you don't even have to get a unique,
do
right?
you
Like I
usually?
want to think about getting a unique out, but like Poison Nova, incredible.
Well, you can't.
Grapple Shot, incredible.
If you have a unique demon, I guess then you can get a unique card, something. But
Yeah,
I guess the question is also, do you pay 4 life or do you sacrifice something else? I think I usually
it
pay 4
depends.
life. Depends on the
We
board
already
state,
have
but
Gift of the Frog, right? So we can get a frog
ooh,
token. It's
Steam
2 mana, make a
demons.
frog token. Steam Demons. I mean, definitely could be a thing. Um, I just think that it's not too hard to get like tokens out. I don't know about a coin. I don't know about, I would never sacrifice one of my eggs, right? Those are pretty expensive. Treasures are pretty hard. Mortals are pretty easy. If you have like the foot soldiers and stuff,
Yeah,
border militia, no problem.
Earthfire demons. I'm
Yeah,
building
yeah.
a
I mean,
demon
just
deck.
yeah, for sure. So I think this is at least A tier. It could be S tier, but again, that's specifically in an aggressive deck.
So I think it's the only thing. I guess in the what we said before in the deck this is good in, is it an S tier card? I think
I
so
think
because
so.
it's a tutor,
Yeah.
right?
Find your best card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, I don't think you need to hit a unique for this to be powerful. I think even an exceptional demon, so like a Pudge Butcher, phenomenal, right? That's already good enough. You're able to find a Poison Nova or a Grapple Shot or anything else you want.
I will say this all hinges on how if you can have. I guess if you play a 4 or 5 mana thing and then you can play this right afterwards, because like I said before, minions don't stick around, so you kind of have to play this the turn you play something. So like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's good. It's cheap enough to where that's a doable thing. And again, if we're an aggressive deck, then getting a minion out and this 2 mana thing, it's like a decent mid game
like
play.
a
And
three
it is
mana
just find your
demon.
next best threat.
Yeah, 3 mana demon plus this. That's your turn 5.
Oh yeah, just imagine like yeah, you've got a Pudge Butcher on board. You cast this for 2 more mana. You grab another Pudge Butcher. Like if they kill your Pudge Butcher, which they want to do, great. But you traded your tutor for another threat that they have to answer or they're dead.
Yep,
Seems good. I like it.
scary. Uh, Next one is Crawler, a 3 mana, 1 Earth threshold for a 3/3. Projectiles fly over Crawler.
Yeah,
Sure, fine.
limited card.
Is this C tier? Like, is this a playable 3/3?
Meta call. I think it's F unless the meta is a lot of burn removal. Currently, because of like things like Surian Hydra,
Yeah,
most of our removal doesn't isn't projectile.
it's just hard removal.
It's just hard removal. So this doesn't do it. It's a 3 mana 3/3. It's a differently named undead, which is cool, I guess, but it's just a 3 mana 3/3. I think it's F tier. It's probably decent and limited, and then depending on the meta. Like, oh yeah, this dodges Bone Lance, but like whatever.
Yeah. Uh, Another 3 mana 3/3, but 2 Earth threshold this time for Crawl Murlocs, Exceptional Giant, Burrowing, and Voidwalk. It has some like berry protection, but again, it's just a 3/3.
Yeah. I don't like it, but it's great and limited.
Next one is our first site, Forsaken Crypt. Uh, 2 air threshold, Genesis. You may cast a ghoul from your collection to the site, which is a 3 mana 3/3 with 1 air threshold.
I love it. What do you think?
I think these kind of sites, if we get more of them, are the ones going to be to look out for. It's a site that
Yeah.
comes with a body.
Yep.
It's drawing a card.
I'm
It Yeah.
so into it.
This is like A or S tier, I think.
I think the reason for this, again, you're not running this in your aggressive demons deck, right? Like you've got 3 mana on turn 3. You'd rather spend it on something other than a vanilla 3/3. But like if you just think about how many times in sorcery you're top decking, this is a site, and then if you have nothing better to do, you get a 3 mana 3/3. That's great. That's fine. That's totally playable. If I have something better to do with my mana, no problem. This is just a site that produces threshold. And if I don't have anything better to do with my mana, amazing. Like my shapeshift deck, the curve has 3 drops, but sometimes my opening hand is a bunch of 4s, 5s, and 6s because I'm playing a greedy list. And if I have this on turn 3, I love it. I have a 3 mana 3/3 that if you want to spend a removal to get rid of, great. That's one less removal spell you have for my real threats. And if you can't, then I get to block your powers for free and trade, and I love that. Yeah, I love this card.
I
And it
think
makes those vanilla cards so much better.
the question is this A or S tier?
A, I think, because it's I mean the cost of inclusion is nothing, right? It's a site that provides you a threshold. So like it's just good. Um, but I think that in a lot of games, well, I guess if the cost of inclusion is nothing, it might even be S tier. I think a lot of times you're not going to use this card and it's not going to feel incredible, right? Like, oh, it's 3 mana, but I have a Lugbog Cat. I'd rather cast that. And I get
I
that
would say
entirely.
you don't even want to cast Lugbot Cat. Like,
Yeah, because it's an extra card. Yeah, you're right. I just think that the fact that this is a site that provides threshold and comes with a body that they have to answer, right? Like you
that
can't just
body's
leave a
gonna
3/3.
yeah. So then you have to spend a desert imp. Like you have to do something. You don't want to spend a berry on the thing you got for free. Like I use a card for your not a card. Like
Yeah. And I think this card is so good in sorcery. Like this would never be a playable card in Magic, but because sorcery has so little card draw, this is practically drawing a card.
yep.
It's a site that comes with a card, and we know how good Kettle Top Leprechauns is because it draws you a card. This is a site that draws you a card essentially. I love it. I think this is phenomenal, and I think it makes the cards like Ghoul and horrible hybrids. Assuming that we get other ways to cast these things,
I
I
will
think it makes
say
them so much better.
it's not a complete zero cost because you have to put ghouls into your collection. And your collection's only 10 cards. So like
That is true.
maybe you put 2 ghouls in your collection just to for this kind of payoff, and then you have 8 for your toolbox and stuff. But like even that as a little bit of a cost, this thing is still nuts.
Hmm. I love it. Even if you're just playing it as a land, I think that it feels fine, and then when you play it and get this effect, it feels amazing.
And like if you run out of ghouls later in the game, like you
Sure,
probably
it's a
have
land.
other stuff to do. Like it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you've already gotten 2 to 4 cards worth of value out of your other like your collection.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I love it.
Darkest Dungeon, a unique site. I think this is a no threshold site. Genesis, next time an ally strikes an avatar this turn, drag both here.
Oh my God, I'm so sad about how good this makes Tawny.
Yeah. Yeah. This is force movement. Uh, this is,
For
I
the
don't
Avatar.
know. It's good.
It's so strong against Archimago,
Ooh,
which
yeah.
I hate Archimago, but God, like you think about the reason Archimago is so playable is because it is able to remove all your threats. Fine, great, love that. But also because it puts up such good defensive sites and barriers. And now it's like, screw that, you're going into my corner, which means that all of my minions are going to be no longer nearby your avatar, so I can attack your sites with impunity. Your Poison Nova doesn't do anything, and you're on my corner. I can just start dropping dudes next to you. Your defensive sites are worthless too.
I think
I think it's
control
strong.
I think control has to move away from like the turtle uh defense strategies. We have
I
more
don't know how easy it is to do
I know.
because there's no instant speed interaction, right? Charge, the turtle defense is absolutely important to control because of things like charge, and this means that it's harder to be a turtle. I
I
think it's great.
I'm just saying cards like this are going to mean control has to find something else.
I think that's similar to the one that prevents healing. This card might actually be trash in the meta because this card blocks out control from being an option. So like it is an A tier card, but when the meta becomes nothing but aggro and mid range, it is like a C tier card. But because it exists, it's pushing and control out. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it's the
So
deck
like I think
building
including
does.
it in your list might not be very good, but the fact that it exists means that control's not good, and that makes it so strong.
I do hate that this makes Tawny better, but whatever.
It does make Tawny better, yeah.
A
Or
tier,
Foul Bones.
B tier.
I think A tier is good. I think A tier is good. I think because like it might not be relevant in the meta, but I think that in an open meta where you're considering control, aggro, and mid range all together, this is essentially shoring up your control matchup when you draw it. I mean, it's a unique. It's a 1 out of 30, but like this is making your control matchup significantly better. Just like smokestacks, just like what's the other one that wrecks me when I'm dealing with control people? Fields of freaking Camelin. Ugh. Anyway, these cards shore up your matchups so nicely that I think it's an auto include when you're aggro.
Yep, exciting stuff. The one I love more than I should is Day of Judgment. 7 mana, 3 fire threshold. Place across anywhere on the realm, banish evil and damage units occupying affected squares, and has a 7 in the center and then 3 surrounding it in a cross pattern. I have my own.
Why do you love this so much, Bruce?
uh, I think I might have designed a card that inspired this one, but I think this is like a minor explosion. Oh no, a major explosion, but worse.
It is a worse major explosion, unless the evil deck is very powerful. It's still 7 mana though,
Like, where would you put
but
major explosion? Like, it's a C tier
it's
card.
playable. Yeah, B or C.
Yeah,
So for those who don't know, they had like a design a card contest a long time ago, and Bruce designed the Holy Hand Grenade, which was this essentially, but cheaper and less damage, I think.
yeah. It
And they
was.
didn't have the evil keyword because there wasn't evil back then.
Yeah, it was 3 in the center, 2 around, and then 1 at the bottom.
Yeah. So he made a cross with a holy hand grenade that did a similar thing, but we didn't have the evil keyword, so they've obviously iterated on it. But it's really cool.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. It's a big finisher, big finisher. Beautiful art.
Yeah, it's not bad. It could be good if it's like meta relevant, but currently not that great.
Yeah. I would personally rather play Major Explosion over this, but you know.
Yep. Yeah, because you can target their avatar directly and deal more damage.
Yep. Oh, I should also say for Day of Judgment, the cross has to go fully on the grid, right? I think that was
Yeah. So the corners are safe.
yeah. Corners are safe, so
I What I will say though, the banish could be relevant, right? If you're playing like against the undead deck, let's say the undead deck is the best thing in the meta,
oh,
then this card's actually quite good.
I guess you could rotate the cross any which way, and you can like do a full line.
Yes, but you can't get the corner no matter what
I
because
know,
of the.
but like if you want to
But
banish a lot of things, that maybe that's kind of relevant.
I do think that that's what makes this card relevant, right? Like if undead deck is the best deck and it has a lot of cemetery recursion, then banishing their threats may actually be very important. But without knowing that for sure, I think it's C tier.
Yep. Uh, if we're talking about aggressive things. 2 mana, 1 fire threshold for Lesser Blood Demon, a 3/3. Ordinary Demon, Genesis lose 2 life.
Yeah. You have to tell me that. I'm not a super aggressive player and I hate Boss Troll. So this is Boss Troll with downside.
Yeah,
But
that's why
it is in red.
that's
Right?
that's
Red didn't have
why
access to that.
that's why I'm questioning it. Is like I play this on 2, hurt myself for 2. They play Lightning Bolt. Do I care?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you got value. You got rid of their lightning bolt.
but then you lost 2
I
life.
think that
But I don't
in
really
Fury
care about my
Road,
life as an aggressive
unplayable.
player.
Yeah, in Fury Road, this is unplayable.
Really?
But I think that one of the most well, yeah, because you just play Boss Troll. I don't need 8 Boss Trolls. I'd rather just play the 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think that I'm not a huge fan of Boss Troll, but I think the most aggressive color combination is Airfire, and the reason for that is that almost no other like blue has almost no charge minions, and Earth has none. So like I consider that to be slightly more aggressive, even though you can obviously have like a very aggressive Steam deck. I think outside of Earth, I would probably run this in every aggro deck I have, but I don't like it, if that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna think that this is like my most powerful card, but it is like if you think about like turn one, I don't know what you're doing. Turn two, you play this. Turn three, you play charge 3 mana 3/3 like Poweries. Like that's a lot of power and a lot of damage very quickly. So I think I would run it in all those decks, but I'm not convinced that it's cracked. I don't think it's like broken.
I think
I
this
think B
will.
tier is fine.
I think that this will run people over who don't know how to effectively delay or remove minions against an aggressive deck. Like if I sit
Oh
down across
man.
from somebody who's been playing for 2 months and I played Lesser Blood Demon on 2, take 2, and then play Poweries on 3, you take 5. Like you have to
No,
have.
they take 6.
Oh, they take 6. Sorry, yeah. Like I think
Yeah.
I think this will run
I'm
over newer players, and then it will also run over good players who have a bad clunky hand on the draw.
or a good so again, I'm thinking air, fire, aggro, and you gotta imagine this has jihad. So oh god, we've already got multiple things. Like, what is it corruptor freak we're about to get to that deals damage at the end of
Yep.
turn to whoever's on that site?
Yep.
Ew. And we also have there's a new site that says the site directly in front of this is silenced.
Yep.
So like think about how my shapeshift deck crushes aggro. It's because I can play defensive sites. So like let's say I get my troll bridge out. You don't want to be discarding cards, but if it's turn two, this guy, turn three, you play that site that says like silence my troll bridge, play a power, you're hitting me for 6,
We'll get to
and
it,
then
but the
I'm dead.
silence that is it's only the one in front of it.
Yeah, still, I think I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this smokestacks, the silence thing, anything that's going to like nerf that's going to nerf defensive sites is going to make this a very strong card, specifically in air fire and maybe in excuse me, maybe in Steam. I think it's good. I think it's B tier.
Yeah. The floor of play 2 mana, they spend their removal, I take 2. I think that's okay.
Yeah. I think it's good though. I think it's going to be I think you play it in all the decks and then sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's medium.
Yep. Another fire minion here. 4 mana for and 2 fire threshold for a 3/3 ordinary demon. Genesis deal 1 damage to each other nearby unit. It's 4 mana for a 3/3.
Yeah, I don't love it. The art is great.
Yeah, it goes too hard for an ordinary but
Like the art in the set is phenomenal, and then like cards like this, you're like, this is just like an ordinary mediocre card, but god damn, is this art sick?
yeah, it's so expensive at 4 mana. Like,
Yeah, I don't like it because it's great for killing Tawny, but we have plenty of things that kill Tawny.
yep. I would rather like deserts take care of Tawny, and what else am I killing with this? Like nothing really, because nobody plays 1/1s.
Like token Magoo, but like it
Eh,
has to be nearby. So like they play guards, you play this, you get rid of 6 minions. That's pretty good, but
I
like
that's
you know,
so narrow though.
it's narrow. I
Yeah,
wouldn't run this.
yeah. Corruptor Freak, 3 mana for a 3/3,
Absolutely.
1 fire. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to this site. So this is a kind of 5/5/3 or 5 mana or 5 power 3 toughness kind of,
That domes you for 2 the first turn.
unless you have Summoning Sphere or Jihad or Blink or some kind of way to move
Yeah.
them. Like this is
Oh, just any of those?
yeah. Oh, you mean a pile of movement spells that we get more movement spells every single
Yeah,
set?
that you're running
Like,
anyway.
yeah.
Yeah. So
think
I think this
A
is a
tier.
great card. I will say, I think you lose to this card sometimes,
Yes,
right? Like
this
I
will
do
kill
think
you.
that some. Yeah, I genuinely like looking at what we're seeing from Fire right now. We've got the Lesser Blood Demon dome me for 2, fine. This guy dome me for 2, that's 4 damage. Presumably I'm playing on curve, and then the Ifrit is the next one up the curve, which domes you for 2 as well, right?
Yep.
Quagmire got a huge nerf. Quagmire just got a huge buff,
Ooh,
right? Like,
yeah. You play this, you
right?
pass, you take 2. They play Quagmire.
Yeah.
You're like, I take another 2. Like, ah, yeah,
I think like Battling Brook was absolutely cracked in the last in Arthurian Legends because it disabled and that was so strong. And then this one's actually quite good. So like I think that the aggressive deck is going to be insane, but I think that there are ways around it. Quagmire and the I don't remember what the water one that just
we
stops
have a pretty
movement.
good Earth one coming up too.
Yeah, so it just prevents them from destroying you quickly. And if you're actually immobilizing these guys and not killing them, that kills the red cut poweries, that domes them for an extra 2 damage as far as the Corruptor Freak goes. It domes them for an extra 2 damage as far as the Ifrit goes. Like there's a lot of like play just with sights and with these minions. I do think that they're still worth running. I still think this is insane. And when you get to have a turn 2 Jihad, turn 3 Corruptor Freak, it's a 3 mana 4 power that domes them for 2 every turn. It's insanity.
Yeah.
But I do think that sometimes these guys will just kill you.
So
And I'm genuinely curious if a burn deck is viable if the red aggro deck is so powerful. Because if they're dealing half of their life to themselves and you only have to burn them for 10, I think that's a meta thing,
yeah,
but it's
we'll see
interesting.
how it evolves. But I think this thing's scary, and you'll have to be aware of it.
It's really interesting.
Uh, we got the Death Knight. I think this is like our first spoiled card we ever got. Was 4
It
mana,
was, yeah.
2 Earth Threshold, 3/3. Other nearby undead allies have +1 power. Is an exceptional undead.
It's pretty strong. I mean, I think it's an A tier in the undead deck, and then everywhere else it's like mediocre. But like, why would you play this in a deck that's not the undead deck?
Yeah, that's fair. I,
But like,
do we play? But we don't play. There's one that buffs mortals, right? I guess there's some decks that do.
but it's a 4 mana 2 power.
Oh, is it 2
This
power?
doesn't that yeah, this one doesn't die as easily to everything else, and we don't have a necromancer in mortals. Because this is like turn 1, make a skeleton token. I've got an undead that's gonna be a 2/2. Turn 2, either play out an undead, which is great, or make a skeleton token. Now I've got 2/2/2s. Turn 3, obviously I think undead right now is air earth from what we've seen. Turn 3 tower, play this guy. I've got 4 power and 2/2s and then a 3/3. Or I've got more than that. That's pretty good.
I, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I'm sketchy on these like payoff cards because you need to have stuff on board for them to be good. Like if the floor of this thing is 4 mana 3/3, and we just put a 4
You're
mana
right.
3/3 down here. So you're saying the ceiling of this bumps it up too.
So what I'm saying is that so unlike Vengeful Air, which is bad in every deck, my bad. I think that in a specific like it might be possible that the undead deck is trash. I don't know that, right? And if the undead deck is trash, looking at this tier list and seeing Death Knight as an A, you're gonna be like, what an idiot. However, in my undead deck, I still think this is an A tier card.
We're walking into a vengeful air situation again, aren't
We're
we?
watching. We are. However, my caveat isn't like this card is good if undead are good. My caveat is in the undead deck, this you're never going to feel bad about drawing this card.
Okay, that's fair.
Think about like playing this card, and then the next turn you play the Master Necromancer, and you end up with you're generating 5 bodies. They're all 2/2s.
And maybe they remove like 2 or 3 of them, and you still have some more bodies left. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I don't think that this card is cracked. I think that you're not playing it in most decks. I think
But
in
it's
the
good.
undead deck,
But
this is a good card.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
All right. I would agree with that. All right, and then moving on to I think my favorite art of
That's
the
fair.
set so far is Desecrate, 2 mana, 2 air, exceptional magic. An evil strikes its site, then may transform it into a desecrated ground from your collection. We don't know what a desecrated ground is yet, right?
I think it's S tier anyway.
This thing is amazing.
It doesn't really matter what it is. So like let's think about what it could be. So it can either be a glorified rebel, in which case this is an S plus tier.
That,
It could be right. It
yeah.
could be a thresholdless card, in which case this is still an S tier card, right? You're saying like, oh, I kill you, I hit your triome, or like your really important defensive site, and I turn it into a thresholdless card. Even if it provides you mana, damn, you just got wrecked. This is S plus tier. If it is a, let's say it's like the opposite of the Earth one, it's just an air threshold card. In decks that aren't running air threshold, you still screwed their threshold. In decks that are running air, you still were able to nerf some of their threshold, or nerf their City of Glass, or nerf their defensive site. You're also, again, you're dealing double damage. This is basically a grapple shot. And then finally, if it's the one that, like, if it's the opposite of the Earth site, which says like evil has no power here. Let's say this just buffs evil. It turns your 3/3 into deal 6, buff my evil at the site, and I can still attack it.
No, Desecrate is such a blowout card.
It almost doesn't matter what a cursed land is. No matter what, it's good for you.
Yeah.
You're taking away the site that they intentionally put in their deck, and they intentionally put in the spot like that they did, and you're turning it into something that you specifically put in your deck to be bad for them. It's great. I think it's great.
Desecrate is going to. I wonder if we move to best of 3 games where it's kind of like you have a turn, like you try to set up a turn where you just win on that turn. If that's turn 4 or turn 6, like you win on that turn, and then maybe if the games go faster, we can do a best of 3 format for sorcery with a collection, and kind of like Canadian Highlander doesn't do any sideboarding. It's just like, all right, shuffle up again, and we'll do best
Yeah.
of 3. Like I wonder if that's what we can.
That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
In my limited testing with just the cards that have been revealed, I've been able to play games in under 20 minutes, even with like new cards where people have to read them. Because of cards like Desecrate, because of how aggressive the air fire aggro deck is, because of how good some of the beefy like monsters are in water, like the games don't feel less satisfying. They just feel more powered up, which I don't think is that terrible, right? Like it's not like every turn you win to like turn 3 Plague of Frogs, turn 4 Boudica.
You're not winning
It's
on
like
turn 2. You're winning on a turn, and that turn is either turn 4 or 6 or 7. Like you're winning on
yeah.
that turn, but you're not winning super early.
Yeah, I think it's still satisfying and fun, but cards like Desecrate certainly speed up the game. I mean, we just got a new version of Grapple Shot, right? Like I'm double damaging in a single turn. And like again, think about how good the demonic I think a lot of what we're talking about today so far, we haven't seen much water or earth yet. So we're like, oh yeah, air fire, air fire, air fire. But like my demonic contract grabbing a Desecrate, that's 4 mana. And if I paid 2 more mana, let's say it's like 6 mana, which is unlikely, but fine. It's like you got a Grapple Shot that nerfs their site.
Yeah. No, this thing.
And having an exceptional demon out, that's easy. That's my corruptor freak.
I think this is.
I think it's S tier. It's great.
I'm gonna put this at top of S tier. Like this thing is. I can't. The
I think
art,
it's great.
the effect, the everything. I love it.
And now as far I think it's incredible. I'm not sure how I like this makes aggro powerful and it makes mid range and control weaker. I don't know how good that is for the game because we haven't seen enough.
I know mid range is like you kind of like win with value, but even this in my head isn't a super aggro card because I have a 2 mana or a 3/3 and I hit you for an extra 3. What I want to do is hit you for an extra 4 or 5. So
Well, how about combining air water and using using the next card with Desecrate? How do you feel about that?
that's what I mean. Dormant Monstrosity is a 7 mana 2 water threshold 6/6 Void Walk elite monster. Must be cast to a corner void, costing 2 less for each unit in adjacent square. What do you think that this is, sir?
So as much as I want to say S, I think it might be A tier.
I think it's a big dumb
But
idiot with some steps you can get a good discount, and it has protection in the void, so like there's some niceties there.
yeah, so I think that in generic decks it's probably B or C. In decks built around it, it's A or S, but I think it's A tier because it doesn't have like crazy abilities other than you can cheat it out, right? Like if I spend my first 4 turns getting a dormant monstrosity out for cheap, and then you like kill it, I feel like I've done a lot of workaround for nothing. Um, but the thoughts here are like Druid with an Undertow and a Tawny means that on turn 2 you pull your Druid to the right and you have 2 units on that side. On that side, so you have a 4 mana discount. So turn 3, when you play a land, you can get this for 3 mana. And it's just a 3 mana 6 power on turn 3. Um, you can do better with Necromancer, or with a Plague of Frogs, or a Tadpole Pool, or a Gift of the
we,
Frog,
we get it.
or
You can
so
cheat out the you can cheat out the big dumb
you can
monstrosity.
cheat this out early. However, it's usually going to be in your back corner, which is pretty far away from doing anything. But we've got Blink and Flanking Maneuver and Grapple Shot and Undertow and Swap. Swap is insane. So we have a lot of movement. I think that it's really slow when you're not building around it. But if you're building a deck that's able to cheat this out for cheap, and it doesn't even have to be early, right? Like, think about just a turn 6, you're able to, oh, well, I'll just do some sort of workaround where I get this for like 3 mana, and then I've got 3 more mana to get a Lungbug Cat out, and I put out 10 power on turn 6. That's pretty good. Over 2 bodies, right? Deal with one of my threats, the other one's going to hit you. I don't know that it's cracked. It's not like doing insane things every. It's not like Jihad, right? Like Jihad gives you value every single turn, and it's insane, but it's really good.
It's hard to beat jihad value, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, we're at an hour, and I don't think we're halfway done yet. Maybe we go a little bit faster, but
All right, we got it.
Dreadwing.
F tier. Move on.
You don't want. I'm gonna read it. Dreadwing is 5 mana, 1 air threshold for 4/4. Ordinary demon, airborne, Genesis. Strike your avatar unless you discard a card. This is third card outlet. You were just asking for discard outlets.
I guess for 5 mana, what am I cheating out on turn 6? I hate it.
Drowned.
So,
Oh
you
yeah.
know what?
Go
A
ahead.
silence deck could work. If you have a
Yeah.
silence deck with demons, right? So, like, okay, I'm silencing all my demons. None of them have to do anything. And I'm making it so that, like, my Lesser Blood Demon doesn't hurt me. My Corruptor Freak doesn't hurt me. My
But
Dreadwing doesn't
it's
hurt
five
me.
mana,
And then
one air threshold. Just play vampire.
yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Even in a silence deck, just play vampire. It's better.
Yeah, probably.
Drown is a
Oh, the
2 mana.
Drowned.
Drowned. It's a 2 mana, 1 water threshold, 3/3 undead ordinary submerged must be cast submerged. F tier.
I don't. Yeah, probably. We don't know exactly
I
all of the
can
synergies yet, but it seems like a boss troll with downside.
Yeah, I can maybe see C
And
tier, but like it's
yeah,
2 steps away from anything. Like
yeah,
this thing is a nightmare.
yeah. I don't like it. If they print a bunch of cards with synergies, then like I feel like we have the option to revise our thoughts. But right now, it's not very good. I'm not even high on boss troll, and that's a worse boss troll.
Pith imp. 2 mana, 1 air for 1/1 ordinary demon airborne. Genesis, steal a random spell from your opponent's hand until it leaves the realm. Seems good. I like B
Yeah,
tier or A
I think
tier.
B is fair. So it I think it's B tier with the chance to get better or worse. But like the reason I say that is like stealing a card is incredible. We already know how little limited card draw is. Um, Fury Road, Deserts, Pings make this pretty bad,
You just play in your
which
back row.
sucks. Yeah. And then I would say, but I think it's just really powerful in aggressive decks, right? Like, oh, I'm just gonna steal a random card. Oh, I got your Poison Nova. Guess you lose.
Oh, I got your divine healing. Yeah. Yeah.
Guess you lose. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And then in Shapeshift, I'm pretty sure what would happen is you transform this. The ability would stay on the stack, but now I've got like a 6 power that you have to remove in order to get your card back. That's pretty cool.
Ooh. So it, like this game object is holding it in its hands, and then you
Yeah,
shapeshift it into some big thing. Okay, I like
yeah.
it.
It still retains the ability because it's like a delayed trigger essentially. So like when you remove my Wendigo, you get your card back, but like now you have to remove a 5/5, not a 1/1.
And it's good shapeshift target,
Yeah,
or
I like it. I think it's decent.
Monster Morpheus when we see that coming up.
Yeah.
Asmodeus. This is one of the newer cards that just spoiled. 5 mana, 3 fire, 3/3 stealth, unique demon. Break stealth, which is a choice you have to make. It's not just when it loses stealth. Destroy
Yeah.
everything else here, including this site.
Seems good.
A
I don't
tier?
think it's as cracked as people are saying it is, because like if you're building a deck around a unique, and you're putting in a bunch of like treetop hideouts and fades and stuff, I think it's that you're just putting too much effort into drawing this one unique card that's like pretty good, not even like as powerful as
We
Morgana,
do
who I'd
have
rather
an
just have.
we do have another card that does break stealth for a benefit. So like there is the stealth break deck maybe.
Maybe. I think it's not S. I don't even know if it's A tier. Again, I think I'd rather have Ruler of Thule, Morgana, Boudica, etc. But like, it's pretty good. It's either top of B, bottom of A. I think it's decent.
I'm gonna leave it at top of A. It seems it seems strong. like it, I know you
Yeah,
can't build your
doing it
deck
once is
around it, but like
powerful.
you put treetop watch like treetop hideout, and if you happen to see this card, like you can do things with stealth, and stealth is a good like uh, protection or um, evasion thing. Like it can be good.
Yeah, it's definitely it's good.
Your favorite card
And it's another
here,
unique
the Undesirables, 6 mana, 1 Earth Threshold, 5/5 ordinary demons.
F.
Burrowing allies can't enter the site. Just literally worse than Amazon Warriors.
It's worse than Amazon. Why would you make a 6 mana 5 power with downside? We get 4 mana 5/5s with downside.
Yeah, limited. I don't know. Yeah.
Nah, I just wouldn't play it. Yeah, it's just a body, which is cool. I like bodies, but it's not good.
3 mana, 2 air threshold for buried alive. Ordinary magic consigned to the earth. May be cast by an ally. Burrow a target adjacent minion. Just play bury.
Just play Barry. And it's for limited, I think.
Yeah.
They don't want
Yeah.
to print a bunch of more powerful like limited cards. So like more powerful removal. So they put this in there so that it's be playable and limited. It's a decent card in limited, but it's not for constructed.
Here's the site that silences things. Fields of Fixilus. I don't know. Exceptional site. The site directly in front is silenced.
I love it.
This is great. S
In
tier.
aggro, yeah, in aggro it's S tier. In non-aggro, it's probably still good. I'm sure that there are decks, or I'm sure that there are cards in aggro that are powerful, sites. I mean, and now you can silence it in your like your control deck can silence their aggro site, and their aggro deck can silence your defensive sites. I think it's the cost of inclusion is so low and it's exceptional. You can include three of these. It's insane.
I'm so happy that we're getting more ways to interact with sites.
It does make control so much weaker,
Yeah.
which is like sad for control players, but it makes the game a lot more like, oh, you had the perilous bridge and I couldn't get around it for 6 turns. Good game.
It definitely removes a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Um, one of the most interesting arts, I don't know, the flame of the first one, 2 mana artifact, unique relic. Whenever the flame stops at a new site, you heal one and your opponent loses one.
It's
Seems
strong.
strong in battle mage and aggressive avatars.
Yep. I don't think it's ubiquitous. I think B is fine. Like it's not so somebody was talking about using like 7 league boots. It doesn't drain them for every site that you move
You have to
or for every
stop.
step you take.
You have to
You have
stop
to
it.
stop.
Yeah.
But it's still
But
good.
there's a thing that says take a step and then you may cast it again, take another step. Like that would work.
Yes. And I think that like Pathfinder plays this, right? Like this is just
Yes.
cracked in Pathfinder. It's
Pathfinder
just drain them
plays.
for 7
Yeah.
over the
Oh my
course of the
god.
game.
Yeah. This is annoying.
Yeah. So in movement based avatars, especially the aggressive ones, this is incredible, and it's not great in other ones. And I don't think you would ever play this on a non avatar.
I would agree.
It's
Yeah.
just so dangerous to give to a minion that they
Yeah.
get, and then they start gaining and draining. Like, oh god.
No. You.
But yes, I think it's very
I think that's the
powerful.
thing we've learned about artifacts that you hold is if you have to give it to a minion, you have to accept a 2 for 1, or you have to accept that your opponent is going to get it eventually. Uh, so you have to play all your relics to your avatar if you just don't want them to be removed instantly.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah, movement based avatars would be really good.
Yep. And we have
Uh,
at least 2 of them.
yeah, Ghoul is a 3 mana 3/3 for 3. We'll just put him in F tier. He's a filler ordinary card.
Hey now, because of that S tier site, I think he's F tier for your main deck, and I would put him at least B tier for your collection.
Or
You can leave him in F tier, but we have to remember, like
yeah,
he's not for your main deck. He
yeah,
is for
he's a
your
collection
collection.
card. I guess we
But I
put
think that
carrion things in collection. So is he a B tier collection card?
I guess so. Yeah, because like again, we have that site right above it that says you can cast a ghoul. So like on turn 3, if I have nothing else to do with my mana, I'm doing that. That's good. But like I would never put it in my deck. It's only for the collection.
Yeah. 2 mana, 2 water for Gift of the Frog, ordinary magic. Summon a frog token to another ally. Period. Draw a spell.
It's
So
so good.
at bare minimum, it draws a spell. It's a cantrip,
Yeah,
and it provides a blocker. Like,
yeah. And you can sacrifice that frog token to the demonic contract.
yeah. Ooh, Steam Demons, here I come.
Do I think I don't know if it's S tier or A tier, but it's good. Like
It,
Magoo loves this, right? Archimago is gonna love
I guess
this.
you're not
Some sort of
like
token strategies are gonna love that.
these cards
But
on S tier, like by themselves, will almost win you the game.
yeah,
Gift of the Frog, yeah, it's a cantrip, but cantrips will by themselves not win you the game. So I'll put it in A tier.
yeah, I
Uh,
love this card.
City of Glass, unique site.
Yeah,
You have to have an air threshold, but then if you do, it provides 2 mana instead, but it is destroyed when it's damaged. So does that mean it provides 1 no matter what?
yes, yes. Sites will provide one no matter what, unless I say so. But I think this is a S tier card. So, like, yes, if they were to somehow get to it and attack it,
Tawny.
then you lose it. But like, have you thought about City of Traders in Magic? City of Traders is a site that comes in and it taps for 2 mana, but the next time you play a site, it goes away. But you usually get like 4 mana over 2 turns and then sacrifice it, and it's worthwhile. It's like very powerful. This is like that. Eventually, it's going to go away, but you're getting 2 mana the turn it comes down, and then every turn after that until they destroy it. And like, if you play it in your back left, how are they going to kill it other than like Saracen Raiders? Saracen Raiders, Voidwalk, Polar Explorers, Lord, what's his name? Ruler of Thule. Otherwise, like if you're playing it in your back corner, it's generating 2 mana a turn until they get one of those cards.
Blinks with Tawnies. I think you will get 2 mana. If you get 4, you're really happy. If you get 6, like you're just winning the game at that point. So
And that's why I think it's so cracked. Like, yes, this card will absolutely die, and it's gonna feel bad. But like so many games, you're gonna get such a card advantage. Like this is a core for every turn that they haven't dealt with it, and it's less. It's harder to deal with than a core.
and
And cores are insane in the first couple turns.
I don't think this is a site you play on like turn 3. This is a site you play on turn 5 to go to 6 mana.
I would play it on turn 3, no problem. You just play it back left.
I
Unless they have a Saracen Raiders or like a Polar Explorer, they're not hitting it right away. And assuming that you're using that mana to play out like a mid-range blocker, like get wrecked.
I'm just like rant. I don't know. It's hard to
I love it.
evaluate in the context of sorcery where having a lot of mana doesn't mean you win the game. It like you could say a mix. If you put a mix in,
This is a mix on a site though,
but if
not
you
on
put a
not
mix
on a
in
spell.
on magic, you kind of like can go off, right? You can just do a bunch of
Yeah.
shit. If you like mixes mean you could do one thing. This means you could do something a little extra every turn. I don't think it's bad by any means, but I don't think it's
Okay.
quite as like backbreaking as like extra mana in magic. It will
So
be
I'm all in on
eventually.
S tier.
I think it's
Where would you
bottom
put
of
it?
S tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So either way, we're arguing about S tier. Yes. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine with me. I'm curious where you put it, and I'm totally like I pushed for Vengeful Air. I'm not gonna forget it. I know I'm a dumbass. I still think this is an S tier card for sure. So I'm open to being I'm open to being wrong because I'm sure I am, but I think this is a great card.
Grief Larvae, 1 mana, 1/1, 1 fire threshold, burrowing, is an ordinary monster. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to the site. It's a devil egg on a bottom. End of your turn, so it's even worse than devil's
Yeah.
egg. Ugh.
Yeah. So I think that it is. I think that there could be an archetype where you build around this. I don't think it's very good, but I think that I could be wrong. So imagine, go on this journey with me.
Oh, we're going on a journey. Oh,
Uh,
good.
your deck is you play Grief Larva and Devil's Eggs and Flame of the First Ones and Burn. You're just dealing a lot of damage to them, and you're not interacting in a way that really matters. And like, you play Burn and like hard removal, like Poison Nova. So like, okay, great. I play my Grief Larva, then I give it a Devil's Egg, and you're losing 3 life per round. That's fast. and this is an ordinary, so I can get a lot of them. And then I'm just running some burn spells. I don't think that this is an S tier deck. I don't even think it's necessarily an A tier deck. But depending on redundancy of ways to drain your opponent, like Flame of the First Ones, it could be
Ooh.
good. But
So
I think
Flames
it's
of
probably
First
like,
Ones, Grief Larvae, Devil's Egg, and then we have Deflector Might or Defector Might or whatever. Like maybe there's something there.
yeah. What's Defector Might?
We'll get there.
Okay, I don't remember what that one does, but yes, this is. Oh, is that the kite? The kite,
Yeah, the
the
kite.
kite.
Oh, kite,
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
might.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it could be, but that's above ground and easier to kill. But yes, I think that this actually could be an archetype. But if it's not, then this is a F tier card, and if it is, then it's like a I don't know, still C. Like spiders can still kill this.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
big.
I think it's fine. Consecrated Ground, exceptional Earth Site. Evil has no power here. I love the flavor. I love the wording. I think this is probably kind of bad.
Yeah, I was gonna agree with you there. I can understand why yeah, it's an S tier for flavor, but like it doesn't kill their minions. It doesn't do like it makes it's good against exactly the evil deck, which is cool. Oh wait, is this an exceptional?
Yes.
So at least it's tutorable with that site. Um, but I don't think it's amazing.
And you just like
Uh,
if you're playing an evil deck, you just go around it.
yeah,
Maybe
it's not necessarily better than like
some
other.
force
Yeah,
movement might do some tricky things, but
yeah. I will say that you could combo this with like a desert and kill their, you know, crazy their infernal legion, but I think it's unlikely you're doing that. So yeah, I think it's probably C.
yeah. And then we'll skip ahead a little bit to release the Hound, 7 mana, 2 fire, elite. Summon 2 Hellhounds from your collection to your avatar's location that gain charged this turn. It's 7 mana for 6 power of haste.
I don't like it.
It's a big 7 mana finisher that doesn't really finish anything.
I think it's C or F. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
um,
too expensive for 7 mana.
yeah, I'm gonna put
I'd
it
rather
on.
just hit you with a major explosion.
I would even rather just punch you with a uh, the big 7 mana 5/5 charge in air. I can't remember.
Highland Clansman.
Clansman.
Yeah, it's too bad. I like the idea of using your collection. I like but like that's just not very good.
Yeah. So then we have Hellhounds, which is a 3 mana 3/3 1 fire.
Yeah.
F tier.
I actually think that if we're ranking Ghoul high, we can still rank Hellhounds low based on the spoilers we've seen. I think F is fine because Fire, so far, everything we've seen in Fire is aggressive.
Yep.
I think Cursed Iron's the only non-aggro card we have. So, like, you're gonna do something on turn 3, right? You've got something to spend your mana on. So it's not, you're not really using this card. Whereas, like, the more controlling elements, I feel like having that sight that lets you cast this dude is pretty good. And the Release the Hounds is just not good enough to, like, for me to want to use a sideboard collection spot on a Hellhound.
On 2 of them, by the way. You have to have 2 of them.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And then if you want to play a full play set of Release the Hounds, you need 4. Like,
Yeah.
that's too many slots. Hot Wheel
Sweet.
is 4 mana, 1 fire for a 2/2. Genesis, roll forward 2 steps, striking another unit at each location it enters. So it's 1 unit at each location. So it's 4 mana, deal 2, kind of like Violimp, but can hit your opponent. It's good finishing.
4 deal 4.
It's a good finisher spell.
It could be 4 mana deal 4.
But
4
across
mana
2
deal
bodies.
4 yeah, and leave a body behind. I think it's good.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. It's 4 mana is like at 4 mana I want things to like be impactful. Yes, I don't know.
I like it.
Is B tier?
I think B tier's fine. Yeah, because like it's a Violimp from it's twice as expensive as Violimp, but it can do
Almost
twice as good
it can
as a
conditionally do
Violimp.
twice
But
as much.
yeah, so like I don't know. I think Violemp's probably closer to an A tier, maybe a B tier, and then this is like a little bit lower than Violent, but it's good. I think it's good.
Horrible Hybrids, another 3 mana 3/3 1 fire or 1
S
water.
tier. I'm just kidding. So
Have we seen
do we
anything
have
that
anything
uses
that lets
this
you?
guy?
We haven't. We have to assume that because we have Release the Hounds and we have
The ghoul. Yeah.
the Ghoul version, and then we saw something with Villagers, I thought. So like I'm assuming you have a way to get a horrible hybrid, but technically we have no way to do it now, and I would never put this in my deck.
Maybe this is
So
a C tier collection card, but we don't know yet.
we don't know. Yeah, without any way to summon this from your collection, it's a F tier card because you never want to play a vanilla 3/3. It's just an Ogre Goons. I wouldn't do it.
Yep. Hey, you said that Ogre Goons was S tier, but our next card is 2 mana, 1 earth, Newsome Twosome for a 2/2. Ordinary undead, death rate, summon a skeleton token here. It gets buried and it doesn't do anything. I guess Violamp, get a token.
I wouldn't play it.
Yeah, it seems like we
It's
say
limited.
Kettletop Leprechaun is so good because it draws a card. This leaves something behind, but it's not as good as a card.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it.
Gravedigger 2/2, 2 mana, 1 earth. Threshold, Genesis Burrow, target adjacent undead, exceptional, mortal.
I think it's also bad.
I think it could conditionally be. Oh, it's not common sensible.
It's also like it's only good against like let's say you happen to be against the evil deck and they're running all demons and you're like, well, fuck, I literally can't target anything you've got. I think it's a limited card. Like it's like Monster
I think
Hunter
this
or
would be great in limited, but yeah.
yeah, it's Monster Hunter or Giant Hunter. And if it turns out that the evil deck is the most popular, or sorry, the undead deck is the most popular deck, then this obviously gets a lot stronger. But into an open meta where you don't know what you're against, I think it's pretty bad.
Agreed. Our next one is a 3 mana, 3/3, 1 water threshold, Heretics of Seth. Exceptional Mortal, Genesis, steal nearby ward. We don't know what ward does yet, but it's a 3 mana, 3/3 that does something. And also, this is
Yeah,
also by Jussi, the same guy who I think did Desecrate. And I'm gonna have to go look at his Instagram. This kind of art style is
it's really
amazing.
sweet. It's really cool. I don't know how to. I mean, it's at least a C tier card, and it has possible chances to be stronger. We just don't know what this does. But
It's
like three mana,
how
three
good
three,
is
do a
stealing
thing.
ward?
Yeah, 3 mana, 3/3, like do a thing makes it very much playable. It's just what does that thing do, and we don't really know yet. So
C is safe.
it also like we can say like a card is worth 2-ish mana, right? And we can say like if a card is worth 2 mana and like dealing 1 damage is worth like 1 mana, like
How,
we just have to know what the value of a ward is. But
yeah,
if a 3 mana 3/3 and we gain at least 1 mana's worth of value, it's probably good enough.
I would say so. I mean I play Swindler's Troop sometimes to give things stealth.
Yeah,
I
which
think
is worth like at least 1 mana probably.
I would say it's almost sometimes worth a card because it like saves your minion.
Yeah, so we just need to know what ward does, and we have to be able to value that, and we currently can't. So I'd say C tier with possible chances to be better. I
Uh,
don't think it gets worse than C tier though.
no, it only goes up from here. 6 mana for a 5/5 gnarled Wendigo, exceptional monster.
Yes.
This costs 2 less to cast for each minion you sacrifice at its summoning location. So to go along with your dormant monstrosity, I think it's a
Is
little
that
bit.
actually S?
I think it's a
Yeah.
little bit worse than monstrosity, just because monstrosity has void walk protection. This is like
Yeah.
you sacrifice 2 things, like your two skeletons or something, and then they bury it, and you're like, that sucks, but okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's in
I am
water,
obviously
so never mind.
I'm focused on like a very specific deck, and in that deck, this is a great card. But outside of the deck, I don't think it's super strong.
But we're
Sacrificing
evaluating in
minions
the
doesn't
deck,
feel.
right? Like in that role, I think it's worse than monstrosity, but it's still
I would put
good.
it. I would put it above Pithing Imp, in B, and I'd still put it in B tier. Um, yeah, because like okay, so you think about Necromancer, you spend your first three turns making tokens, and then you sacrifice them, and you get a 0 mana 5/5, and then you've like I guess it's a 1 mana 5/5 because you had to make the token that turn, and then you play like a drowned. You've got you've got what 8 power worth of minions, none of whom can attack next turn. It's really good for making bodies, but it's not S tier, and I don't think it's A tier either. But yeah, it's okay. I think it's still good. It's a body that you can get discounted. I think that I'm going to use this card and think that it feels like an S tier card, but it's going to be a lot of build around and workarounds. Like Tadpole Pool with this card is great, but like I can't sacrifice my underwater dudes to kill my Wendigo, right? Like I have to
You have to,
bring them up the
yeah,
next turn,
yeah.
and then my Wendigo comes in summoning sick, and then the next turn I'm on it.
3
So like
turns after you play your tadpole
but
pool
it's
is,
discounted, but it's
but
discounted.
it's
Yeah,
free.
yeah. So I don't get me wrong. I think this is a great card, and I think the build around is totally worth doing, and I think it'll be strong. But it's still not fast. It's not like I'm getting a 5 power out on turn 2 that can attack. It's like, okay, I'm getting a 5 power out on turn 3, and then it can't attack until turn 4, maybe.
So you've done a lot of work for a 4 mana 5/5.
No, I've done a lot of work for for a huge tempo play, right? Like the idea is that let's say I Plague of Frogs, or not Plague of Frogs, that's just too unique, but like Tadpole Pool, or I use my Necromancer. But the point is that like maybe on turn three I generate 9 power by sacrificing 3 skeletons and getting a Lugbog Cat plus this guy out. You kill one of them. If the game is never let a minion survive, I have effectively let a pretty big minion survive, whether that's my Lugbog Cat or my Wendigo. I think that's why this card is good because I'm
I
double spelling on an important turn with 2 big fatties.
All right, that's fair.
But
I
like
think
if that's the only thing you're doing, this isn't good. But if you're doing multiple fatties, it's pretty good.
this allows you to double spell. I think that's a very good
Yes.
key takeaway. It allows you to double spell
Yeah.
in a turn. Makes sense.
Yeah. And also, I mean like in this is very niche, right? But like say I'm playing Steam, I can sacrifice an infiltrated minion.
Ooh, ooh, that's mean. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
It's
that.
not I mean like it's not incredible, but
It's
it's
a
not
it's an
it's not
upside.
a it's an upside. It's something I will do.
um,
So yeah.
yeah. Our next one is Monster Morphos. I keep
Yeah.
saying Monster Morpheus. But
Morpheus.
3 mana, 2 water threshold, exceptional magic. Disable target nearby minion until your next turn. At the start of that turn, you may transform it into a monster from your hand or a horrible hybrid from your collection. So there's our horrible hybrids. It's monster.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's like 3 mana. A lot of steps for a 3/3. But you could use this as a removal spell.
Yeah. So well, it's not okay.
They
Where
play
do we have
Infernal Legion.
shapeshift?
I disable it and give them a 3/3.
Or I disable it and just kill it by punching it.
Yeah,
But
like
I don't love it. Where do we have I think this is slightly worse than shapeshift, and the reason for that specifically is that let's say I want to use it to get a great old one. I still have to have it's still 2 cards from my hand, and I'm disabling my own minion.
yeah, no,
Shapeshift at least comes off the top of my deck, which it's not card advantage, but it's card neutral. Um, this I
I
think is
think
slightly worse.
the upside of using this as like a bad removal spell if you're in a pinch really helps.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also a shapeshift that can't whiff, right? Worst case scenario, I get a
3 mana 3/3.
I get a yeah, a 3 mana 3/3, but I don't think it's good. However, um, you let's say there's a full on monster stack, and I can almost guarantee I'm gonna have a monster in hand, and those monsters are very powerful. It is like a great old one with charge that you can like calculate out.
You can get
But
it
I
out
do think
on
it's a
turn
lot
4.
worse.
Turn
Yeah, but
4.
like what are you turning into a monster from your hand? Because if it's tawny and they just play a desert, you lose.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
3 mana
steps,
get
but I think that
wrecked.
can I put this at like A tier for fun? But
Yeah, it's A tier for fun. I genuinely think it's at least C tier.
I think it's
Like, sorry, at
top of
most C
C,
tier.
top of C, bottom of B, maybe. Like it's something there.
Like maybe a stealth tawny. If you have a stealth deck that you're doing a break stealth dot deck, maybe it works there. But I'm just so concerned about how easy it is to remove. Like shapeshift, you have there's no time that you can interact with that minion before it can hit you, right? Shapeshift tawny turns into great old one smashy for 16. Whereas this is like shapeshift tawny or monster morphosis tawny. Hope they don't kill it, but I can use a fire bolts or a bone spear or a lightning bolt or a bury. I can use anything to kill it, and you just spent 3 mana do nothing. It's a 2 for 1 too, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
you're killing
yeah,
my minion and you're killing the monster morphosis. I don't like it, but I could lose to it,
yeah.
right? It's like Lord of the Void.
It's
I'm not
so.
running Lord of the Void in any of my decks,
I
but
want
like
it
if
to
you
be
get it
better
out,
though.
I
It
lose.
seems so fun though. Yeah,
Yeah, it's got upside. I will lose to it. Like if you don't have an answer to it, it turns out you just lose. But like people run removal. They're gonna have answers to these things.
and like shapeshift can whiff. This can whiff. I feel like it's a weird shapeshift.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's super cool. I will definitely try it out. I'll definitely play it. I just don't see it being like overpowered.
no. Next one here is an artifact. 3 mana for a crucifix. Elite relic. Genesis. Return each evil minion here to its owner's hand. Evil minions can't enter this location, so it's a scarecrow for evil.
I think in limited it could be very powerful. Because like let's say you drafted an evil deck and I just put this on my front row, then you're screwed. But I don't see it in constructed. What I am wondering, is there any chance I want to bounce my own evil minions to
Uh,
read to get their
Imp,
genesis?
5 mana, get
It,
an extra imp.
yeah, I wonder if it's worth. I currently don't think it's worth it. Looking at the evil we've seen, I don't think I want to do it. But like, maybe you want to do it for a combo. I just don't think it's that good. It's good against evil dot deck, and that's it.
Hey, you can't get it with the toolbox or silver board or anything, so
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't think it's very good.
it's very narrow. Next minion we have here is 5 mana, 2 water, Frozen Horror, 3 mana, or 5 mana, 3/3, Stealth. Here's our other break stealth guy. Disable other nearby minions until your next turn.
Yeah. Where do you have this?
5 mana, disable things till your next turn. I guess it's
So it's
other
a 5 mana
nearby.
Frost Nova with other things with
So
like
I
upside.
think it also, if you break stealth, like they play a minion in that aura, it is disabled, right?
No,
No. Oh, it's only when you break stealth it looks at other nearby minions. It's not just like
I think I don't actually
it's
know
not a
that, but
static
I
effect.
think let me see.
If it's a static effect and like you disable that nearby thing until your next turn, no matter like whatever plays.
That's a good question. It's like does Quagmire disable the site that it targets, or does it disable the site nearby it, like after the Rift Valley? Right? I don't know. Like when you move Quagmire with Rift Valley, is the minion you
Mm.
originally disabled still disabled or not? I don't know. It's the same idea there. Judge,
I think
judge.
if this is a static effect, I can see this being a decent control card and like a tempo hit. Like you play this, they play more things to the board. I don't know. Like
I think it's C tier, but like I mean like break stealth, disable Bruin, win the game because they're on death's door. Great. But like I don't know. I think it's C tier with the chance for upside if break stealth is a more ubiquitous mechanic. Like let's say we get 5 more cards or like even just 2 more cards at lower rarity that have a break stealth mechanic, then I think that like Steam or like 3 color like splashing air for stealth, like Steam break stealth dot deck could actually be good. This and Asmodeus, and then like at least 2 more cards at lower rarity, so you can get
I
like
think we
six of
would
them or
need
7 of them in your
more
deck.
cards to break stealth for that thing to be viable.
Yeah, I think it's C tier with possible upside.
Sure. We got a vanilla creature, 7 mana, 7/7, 10 ton slug. It should be a 10/10, but whatever.
Should be, yeah.
Ordinary monster. Go F tier. It's like
Yeah, I don't think you put this in your deck unless it's for
monster
like Monster Morphosis,
or
Shapeshift, or
there's
other things like
it's a
that.
payoff card. Like there,
Yeah,
but you're putting one, maybe two. Like it's a great old one. It's what's the Kraken? Like it's just a big dumb.
Diluvian Kraken,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a big dumb idiot that doesn't have cost reduction on itself, right? Because Wendigo and Dormant Monstrosity are just big dumb idiots, but they both reduce their own cost. This is like that reanimator thing, right? You need to have this and the 1 mana force me to discard and a reanimate all in my hand. It's unlikely to be super powerful. So I think that it's an F tier, but like if you build around it, it might get better.
Uh, the 4 mana,
The simulator.
4 mana, 2 water threshold, 0/0, a simulator snail. Once on your turn, you may banish a dead minion. A similar snail becomes a copy of that minion until your next turn. So you can banish your opponent's stuff. You can banish your own stuff, um, like copying their Infernal Legion you just killed, or I don't know,
Yeah, it's kind of good. Also think about like you're against red aggro and you banish
their charge minion.
their charge minion. So the turn it comes down, it becomes a charge minion, and then the turn after that you banish your 10 ton slug and you hit him for 7, and the turn after that you. I still think it's C tier because it's just too much of a workaround, but like it's got upside too, right? Like against the undead deck, you're
There,
banishing their graveyard, which is very powerful.
there's something needs to be in the graveyard for this to be like the floor of this is a 4 mana 0/0. Like that's not great.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but with all the graveyard hate, maybe that's questionable. Like depends how long things stick around in the graveyard.
Yeah, like if they're removing the graveyards, this becomes a 4 mana 0/0. That sucks. But if
If
you're
things
able
are
to get some value out of it, I'm just thinking like if you're stealing your opponent's like graveyard and they're the red aggro deck, you're not getting much good out of it. If you're against a mid-range deck, it's better, but like you're probably getting their Lugbug Cat, right? So he's like a 4 mana 4/4.
Yeah. So like you
I think
can't
he's
build
C.
around your opponent having things. Like that's a nice bonus, but you have to like, am I going to have stuff in my yard to
Yeah.
copy?
I mean, like theoretically, you could build like if water air reanimator deck is a thing, right? We've got two ways to reanimate. Now is almost a third way to reanimate, and I'm discarding huge chonkers like Great Old One and Lord of the Void. Like it's possible that this is good, but you have to have a bunch of chonkers, waste a discard, and then the reanimate effect. So I just don't think that that deck is super strong.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of steps to make this good. Not even a lot of
Yeah,
steps. Like there is a step to make this good, and that one step is just too much to ask a lot of the time.
yeah.
Cursed Iron. 2 mana, 1 fire, elite aura. Artifacts here can't be dropped. Each have damage 1 to its bearer at the end of the turn. So like your opponent has to be
Bad?
playing things, and
Pretty
you're asking
bad?
your opponent to play a certain way, and
Yeah.
that's just initially just bad.
Yeah, like if I'm against the red aggro deck and they run no artifacts, then I've got a
Dead
aura that
card.
does literally nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's bad with the possibility to be good if against certain matchups, but
Maybe
it's just bad and thrown
Enchantress.
open.
Maybe
Yeah, it's just
Enchantress.
bad and well, then it's just a 2/2, right?
But you just drop it on your avatar, on their avatar, and maybe you do something with. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm trying
Because
here
also
though.
it's a 2/2, it's a 2/2, and like it's not like they're gonna give you it's like the one of their sites is gonna be a void.
Yeah.
So like it's a 2/2 that you can't even play early. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Here we got one that was pulled from the announcement video. Key to the City, 1 mana artifact, unique, provides 1 mana, so it like pays for itself. Bearer
Okay, so
has
it's a core.
ignore sight abilities or something like that. So,
Okay, okay, so it's like I it's a core, but how good are cores?
but it's a core
And
that
no, you
allows
know
me
what?
to
It's a
punch
yeah, but it's a core that requires you to put it on a minion or
an aggressive
your
avatar.
avatar.
Like
Yeah, so in
I think most you play this in aggressive avatars. But
okay,
then if you have a minion that needs to get into it while you're playing your aggressive avatar list, I'm thinking Avatar of Earth right now. Like
but you
there's
can't drop after attacking.
no.
So
Like
you,
a lot of the times Avatar of Earth wants to play a mid-range game and wants to deal some
oh, I
damage
see.
throughout the game with some minions, but if they get locked out, it feels really hard. So I can play this my Atlas Wanderers that's locked into a corner or something, and then if not, I can play it on my avatar to get in.
I see what you're saying. So one of the best ways for me to like shut down Battle Mage and Avatar of Earth is by playing a defensive site, and you're saying like forget your Gnome Hollows, I'm still doming you.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? It could be A tier in those decks. I think I wouldn't play it. I think I'd rather have a core that provides me threshold than this in any deck besides an aggressive Avatar deck. But Avatar of Earth and Battle Mage, this is a straight up buff.
Yep.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. I think this is a way Avatar of Earth or Battle Mage can play some ramp with upside.
Yeah, okay, I like it. You're right. I think I am. I've come around on this.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's very narrow, but in where it's good, it's really good.
Yeah, and that's how we're rating these cards.
Yeah. So we got another crack, another monster.
Kraken.
6 mana, 2 water, 5/5. Exceptional monster. Submerge. Must be cast. Must be cast submerged and costs 1 less for each enemy in its body of water. So maybe it's a 5 mana 5/5. Maybe it's a 3 mana 5/5. If you're like losing the game hard.
Well, no, so here's what's interesting, and I think that this is like bottom of B, top of C. And it depends on the meta. If Earth, or sorry, if Air, Fire, Aggro, Demons is the meta, then this card is not very good. Because you can't block right away, it doesn't have charge, you can't attack their things, and they can just like walk around it because it has to be cast submerged. But let's say the meta is still Steam, then
You get to
they've got their
benefit
tawny in
from
their
their
body of
body of water.
water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes. So I think that it's still a C card. It's not like an A or S. I don't even think it's really B. I think it's a C power card because you maybe you flood their Earth site and you get like a 2 mana discount and it's like a 4 mana 5 power that's submerged. I'm not even sure
Ah,
I'm playing it,
I
but
don't like that.
if the meta is Steam, I think this automatically shoots up to an A because your body of water and their body of water are connected. And then like every minion played is a discount in their
Okay,
avatar.
so if going against Steam, you're against druid and they happen to be really heavy water, they have tawny in
Yeah,
themselves. So at bare
that's 2 mana
minimum,
discount.
you get a 4 mana 5/5. They have something
Yeah.
else, which they probably will. So you'll have a 3 mana 5/5 that is submerged.
And then maybe they have like if they're doing anything with tokens, right? So
I think
they
this
have
falls into like the
tadpole pool.
Wendigo
Yeah.
don't remember monstrosity kind of like idea where you get to maybe double spell because of this.
Yes, but I think it's the worst of them by far. It has to be cast submerged, and it is cast on, and it doesn't have charge. I think it's the worst by far, but it's still technically playable. I think it's C tier.
Agreed. Here's an interesting one.
I
Skeleton
love it.
Mage, 2 mana, 2 air, one power, one toughness, whatever. A exceptional undead spellcaster. Genesis. Ooh, you're gonna maybe have to help me with this. Like, it's kind of cut off. Maybe cast
It's you can cast an,
make ordinary sight, banishing it afterwards, or ordinary magic.
you
Sorry.
can cast an ordinary spell from your cemetery, banishing it afterward.
2 mana,
So it's
2 mana for a blink. So 4 mana for a
is
blink.
Archimago good?
Yeah, okay. Archimago is good, but Archimago is good
And
because it gets to spend blinks to cast 2 for 1s again. This isn't casting a 2 for 1.
yeah, but
I
it
still think
so
it's
okay.
good. I'm just like arguing semantics here.
Yeah, so I guess for me it's grapple shot, bury, drown,
Hmm.
riptide, blink.
You get
All
to.
of those things are powerful. You rebuy your removal spell. And then in Death Speaker, I'm pretty sure that you can recast the ordinary in Death Speaker as well. Like I'm pretty sure you get the effect.
The Genesis like goes on to the stack and resolves or something.
Yeah, so like I think that you would get the skeleton because I don't. It says may cast an ordinary spell. I'm not sure that it means that like is it you may cast or the skeleton mage may cast. I I don't know. It's difficult to tell, but it's is it
I think
if you can double if you can cast this in double in Death Speaker and get an ordinary spell, I think it's incredible in Death Speaker and makes it like an A tier card in Death Speaker. I think that it's still decent. I mean, rebuying a Bury, rebuying a Riptide,
yeah,
rebuying a
rebuying some kind of targeted removal or like on turn 7 and you're getting overrun, rebuying. Oh, never mind. Ordinary magic. Grapple shot, rebuying grapple shot can be really strong. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's like B tier, maybe. I don't know. In Death Speaker, it might be A tier, but like it's hard until we know the ruling as to whether or not Death Speaker can do two things with this.
I think
It's hard to tell.
this
But I
is a
think it's
good
good.
combo card. Like I like the idea of a grapple shot or desecrate. No, desecrate is exceptional. Damn it, grapple shot. Um,
Yeah.
somebody leaves a 4 mana 4/4 on the board later in the game once resources are gone, and you cast grapple shot, deal 8, and then skeleton mage for 2 more. So you're at like really late in the game. You spend 5, 6, 7 mana to double grapple shot. Like this is another. I don't know. I think
I
it's
don't know
one
that
of
you're doing
those.
it twice in one turn. I think it's like you grapple shot it early to remove a minion, and then
Yeah,
you have the
I'm just
option
thinking
to
of like
grapple
a
shot
big
later for
combo turn to
damage.
win in a single turn.
Yeah. I don't know. It's B or C,
Yeah,
but it's cool. And
it's
it might be better if the Death Speaker does get to activate it twice, because then it's really good.
yeah. Then it's really good. Master Necromancer, 5 mana, 2 air, threshold, 2/2, spellcaster, Genesis. Summon a skeleton token to each other adjacent site. So it's 5 mana for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 mana for 7 power on board. Is that right?
I think it's 6 power because it's each other adjacent.
Oh,
So it's
each
four
other.
skeleton
Okay.
tokens and a 2/2. So it's 6 power, 5 mana tokens. But he's not an undead, so you're putting this mortal in your undead deck, I assume. But he still could be good. I think he's not bad.
I think
I don't
it's
know. See?
it shit on board is always good, right? Like
Yeah, but how good is guards? This is worse than guards, I think.
yeah, where would we put guards? Yeah, I think somewhere in C tier.
Yeah, I think it's C tier with possible upside, but depending on like how good the decks are that we are not aware of yet.
Yep. Uh Ifrit, I can't what's the first name? Whatever.
Um, Let me
Th-
see if I can pull it up. Here it
three
is. It's the Mazuj.
yeah, I don't know, something
Mazuj
Ifrit.
Ifrit.
Yeah, it's 3 mana, 2 fire, 4/4, airborne. At the start of your turn, you lose 2 life. At the start of your turn. So you don't lose this
Yeah.
the turn it comes in. A
But you do
four
lose it the next turn. I think it's good though.
four
Eh?
four flyer seems real strong in
Yeah,
fire.
it's a lug bug cat or a autumn unicorn with airborne, and you only lose 2 life for it
Yeah,
in the aggro deck.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's an
This
elite demon, so like this is a turn 3 elite demon. Turn 4, you can use your demonic contract.
yeah. No, this thing's disgusting.
I think it's very powerful. I don't think they broke the game. Again, like a lot of red is damaging itself. But it's really strong.
Yeah, no, but I think I don't care about the this kind of 2 life. The Corruptor Freak is a little worse, but if they remove it, great. They just removed a 3 mana
3 mana,
4/4
4 power with no downside.
with no
I will also
downside.
say what's crazy about this is part of the way that mid range is able to overcome aggro is that they have their 3/3 bodies, and your 3 mana is usually like 4/4, and you can trade with it on your turn. My Lugbug Cat and my Autumn Unicorn can't attack this Ifrit, and then you give it a trinket and it removes that thing for free.
Yeah, no, this thing's maybe this is S tier almost. This is an S tier aggro
It's
card.
really it's really good. Yes, I think that there are times where like you cast this and I just like bury it and it doesn't feel like it broke the game, but like
But I have to. It's a
it's a
removal
three
check,
drop you
right?
have to have
Yeah,
removal for. Yeah, because you can't just remove it with your Lugbug Cat.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really strong.
This is gross. I mean, yeah. This is an avatar of air. Oh god. Like I know it's double
Yeah.
fire, but like, oh Jesus Christ. That's gonna be scary. 1 mana for 1/1 desecrator kite. Kites that have all happy little guys. Airborne. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this site. So it's just like the worm, but worse.
I think that this is not really playable because of deserts and like desert, tawny, kobold, imp,
Yeah.
hot
I
wheel,
mean, we've gotten really good at
flare.
removing tawny. This is a card you have to spend for a tawny.
And with all the tokens we're seeing right now, I think it's not like we're going to move away from pingers.
Nope.
And Druid didn't get worse, right? So we're still going to want to remove Tawny, and this just incidentally dies.
Yep. We got Mudslide, exceptional site. Genesis, slide all units at land sites in this column 1 step to the left or right. So you push things out of the way. It's on a
I'm
site.
interested.
It's force movement.
I like force movement. It's pretty narrow. However, oh, you know what? I like it. This is air or water? This
Water.
is water, right?
Yep.
I like it.
Oh, you can put it in your fucking Shogoth and
Yep.
nonsense deck.
Yep. I can put it in my deck that's already slow, like my monstrosity, my dormant monstrosity, which has to be cast to the corner, and then I get to like move it over, and then I get to
Yeah,
move it over
yeah,
again, and
yeah.
I like it.
I hate it.
And like I'm already running bottomless pit. I get to shove you into the bottomless pit,
I
and like
so
let's say you're
B
building the side,
tier
I
in
push you
that
so far
kind of
away.
deck. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think it's like S tier, but it's really and I'm also like pushing you out of line of sight for your flame caller, get wrecked.
yeah. Force movement's good. It's on a site. That can be yeah. That's pretty good.
I like it. Yeah, it's a free movement spell.
Return to nature, 2 mana, 1 water, ordinary magic. Return up to 3 cards from your cemetery at the bottom of your to the bottom of their deck. Draw a spell. So 2 mana cantrip. That's a good cantrip.
I think it's good. Yeah, it's good, and it hurts the decks that are already trying to mill themselves. It hurts, and then it helps you as well, right? Like if I'm in a control deck and I just want to get more poison novas
I it's like
back in my deck,
where do we put cantrips in like cantrips and the cantrip decks are really good, right?
they are really good in the cantrip decks, and this is already a better version than some of the cantrips we have.
Yep.
I think it's good.
Necromancer. It's our one and only avatar, 20 life, 1 power,
S
one
tier.
toughness. Tap, player, draw a site. Once on your turn, you may pay 1. Summon a skeleton token here.
Yeah, I think it's I put it as S tier. I think it's a
It's hard to say in the context of everything. I think it's
sure.
definitely A tier. S tier. I'm thinking this is against Tawny. Like Tawny is free. This you have to pay at 1, but you get like more of them. It's just hard to know.
Yeah, I think it's really strong to be able to get bodies for free. Like if we think that that site is I have extra mana left over, I can get a 3/3. This is I just didn't spend all my mana this turn. I'm going to get a 1/1.
Yep.
And I'm going to get to do it every time. And like token strategies have been strong. Like let's say the opponent runs a bunch of Rain of Arrows, then yeah, okay, my Necromancer gets worse. but like it's just powerful to get
You,
cards for minimal. Like this is just
you're
a
getting board
how much is a one
presence.
run worth? Yeah,
You're getting board presence without spending cards, which is good.
yeah, which is powerful, and it's good for shapeshift. It's good for monster morphosis. It's good for like it could be A tier. I don't think that it's necessarily as good as Druid or as good as Archimago, but I think it is close. I think it's better than everything other else. Maybe not Avatar of Air, but maybe. Yeah, he's up there. He's definitely an A tier Avatar at least.
Yeah, I would say top of A, bottom of MS. It's hard to say without the context of the full set.
That's very fair. I like it, but I don't know for sure.
Uh, Next one we got is 2 mana, 1 air for Novice Necromancer, Spellcaster, Genesis, summon a skeleton token here, and he is a 1/1. So it's 2 mana, 2 power on board across 2 bodies, but a desert takes care of both of them.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't know where I would want to use it either.
It's a Spellcaster, but Tawny's better. Yeah, yeah, F tier.
Oh, it's a spellcaster that like unlocks that thing that's
Oh yeah, the bound
disabled
spirit.
unless
Yeah.
it's just yeah.
And then I
I
desert and
don't like
disable
it.
your bound spirit. Yeah, it seems great.
Yeah, and he's immortal. He's not even an undead. If he was like an undead, maybe.
Yeah. We got 2/2 for 2 fire Noxus Corpse lethal. This is just a whatever this
Scorpion.
scorpion is. Scorpions we don't
Yeah,
see play.
yeah, I agree. If Noxious Corpse had the same text that the burrowed dude or the foul bones had, I think it'd be a lot better. If I could sacrifice a skeleton token for 2 mana to get a Noxious Corpse, I would be all about this card.
It is an undead. Maybe it matters in an undead thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but then it becomes like a 2 mana 3 power lethal, which is like cool, but I'm not running the Lankafank.
That's fair. But that's also 4 mana. I don't know.
Yeah.
Open Mausoleum is a site, air site. Genesis, you may pay 1, summon a skeleton token here. It's a village for air.
Yeah.
C tier?
I don't hate it.
B tier?
Yeah. Like in like I guess it depends on how good Necromancer and tokens are, like undead tokens are, because theoretically on turn 2 you play this, make 2 undead. It's not bad, but that's like I don't know. It's not really worth building around.
Yeah.
It just depends on how good like undead skeleton
And
tokens and
also,
stuff are.
I think we're at 30 sites right now, and that's where it's staying. 30 sites, it's starting to
Yeah,
get
I
tight.
probably aren't. I'm not playing this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I don't love this one.
Open Grave, ordinary site. Genesis, you may pay 1 to have summon a skeleton here. This is Earth.
See.
Yeah. We got a fun one. Plague Pits. Genesis, if there are 3 or more dead minions, banish all cemeteries.
Yeah, it's really good. You're
Put it,
playing the aggro deck against the control deck. They kill all your like against the control Archimago. They keep killing your minions, and then you banish their cemetery. They don't get their removal back. It's
it
strong.
is conditional. Like, there has to be 3 or more dead minions to banish cemeteries, but, I mean, cost of include is 0. Upside is great.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about the air fire evil deck that's not running necessarily undead, right? Like so far it's mostly demons. You're not getting graveyard recursion. You're losing your minions, and then you're banishing your cemetery, but you're also banishing theirs. They don't get their removal. I think it's good. Cost of inclusion is so low.
Yeah. Is it
Oh, I like this one.
Plaza, the elite site that you can play an exceptional site from your collection here, banishing this site, so it's a site
I
tutor.
guess that's Platts.
It's a Platz.
Yeah,
Whatever. I think
Platts.
it's an exceptional site tutor. S tier.
Yes, I don't think every deck runs this, but I think honestly, do they? They might
Yeah, I
because
think you
you can
put
also like
holy
even in the
grounds.
aggro deck
You put holy grounds. You put the any crazy fire site. You put
nerf the healing. Yeah, you know what? I think you do because the site
the
that nerfs
blood.
healing is that
Yeah,
also that's also exceptional.
this is
Okay, and then the
flexibility.
site
Like,
that
this thing's nuts.
and Fixus. Okay, yeah. So you can get so in aggro you get Fixus and you get the River of Blood
And then in
in
control, you
control
put all your control sites that you need, like your disable
or your
sites,
threshold.
or your threshold
Yeah,
things.
Gnome Hollows, Troll Bridge, and then in mid range Troll Bridge, Threshold, Fixing. Yeah, I think it's actually just ubiquitously good. I think it is S tier.
This thing is, yeah, that one's great. All right,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
my least favorite art by Brian Smith, even though all Brian Smith stuff is great. This one is not.
Why? What does it look
It
like?
looks like a little turd coming out of a butthole, but
He's
that's
prairie
just me.
dogging.
He's prairie dogging. This is just a bad
Prairie
boss
dogging.
troll, right? This is a 2 mana Earth Threshold 3/3 burrowing ordinary undead must be cast burrowed.
Yeah, Entombed isn't good.
No. This the next one is kind of interesting. Cemetery rats, ordinary beasts, 1 mana, 1/1, 1 Earth threshold, burrowing, Genesis. Discard your top 2 spells.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think C
I
tier
have
with
no.
possible upside. I don't know what else to say about that one.
It's just too hard. Like we only have two reanimates, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like this is obviously cracked. You don't know what the top of your deck's gonna look like. You still need to run a bunch of removal. Maybe you banish spells, and that's bad.
See your
Maybe an
combo.
Archimago it's
See
worth
your
running.
combo. Like you look at the top. Ooh, that's the thing I want in my yard, and then put it. And then yeah,
Yeah, it's just a 1 mana
yeah. No, I
one
know.
one is so bad, but like it could be good. I think it as at best C tier.
Oh, absolute best C
It
tier
could be
right now.
better. Could be better,
Yeah,
but I
we're
don't
not
think it
putting it
is.
S
And
tier.
it could
Just
easily be
yeah.
F. Yeah.
uh, 5 mana for 1 threshold, fire threshold, 3/3, ravenous werewolf, charge movement +1. This is what charge
No.
should be. It should be a 2 mana investment to have charge. Maybe you can have something else, but it needs to be 2 mana more than the power, just as a balance thing in my head.
Too bad we already have so many 3 mana 3 power charge or 4 mana 3 mana
It's
3 power
fine.
charge.
Nope,
I don't like it.
it's fine. Uh,
No, it's good that this card exists, but I will never play it.
yeah, because there's better options.
Yup.
All right, we're getting gonna zoom out a little bit here. Ooh, I like this next one.
That's good. This is very good.
Red Mane Hyena. 2 mana, 1 fire threshold, 2/2. Genesis banishes up to 3 cards from the cemeteries. If any of them are demons, this becomes 1 and gains +2 power permanently. So it's 2 mana, 2/2 with great upside.
A or S tier. So if you get it early game, it's a 2 mana 2/2, which is not great. But like if you're playing the air fire demon aggro and they've killed any of your minions, then it's a 2 mana 4 power, and you can maybe double spell. So like if you cast this and a lesser blood demon in the same turn, you're getting what 7 power on the field for 4 mana.
Yep.
On turn four seems cracked. And then also you have the option to like you can just banish their undead. You can banish Archimago's spells, and he's like a 2 mana 2 power that's banished. Like this is the better version of that ordinary rat or whatever.
Beetles. This is a better Beetles in
Beetle.
fire.
This is a better beetle in fire, and then sometimes you banish one of your demons, 2 of their spells, you get a 4 power. Yeah, it's nuts. I think this is very strong. Probably A.
Yeah, I think it's A. I don't think it's quite like S tier, but it is A.
It's just good regardless of when you draw it.
Yes, that's why it's so good. Road to Perdition, an exceptional sight, fire, Genesis, target nearby evil gains or loses 1 power this turn. It's like a trinket on a site.
Yeah, I think it's bad. Trinket is so good because it's reusable. This is like I think in fire you've already got so many exceptional sites you want. I
Yeah,
don't love this.
this is gonna be. This sites are gonna have. It's gonna be tight for sites coming up into sorcery.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have the sites are gonna have to do a lot to earn their spot in
I
30.
think it's bad.
I think
That's
it's semi playable. Maybe in like
Sure.
mono fire Pathfinder or something. Could just be
I'm not going to feel embarrassed about this being C or F.
no. Archangel Samuel, 5 mana, 4 fire threshold. We haven't seen a whole lot of fours in the thresholds, but
I love it though. I love seeing four fire
I
threshold.
do too. No, it's great. Like making these cards not just slashable, like
Yeah.
fucking Poison Nova. But it's a 5 mana 4/4 unique angel airborne ward Genesis. Players lose 1 life for each evil minion they control in their cemetery. I think this is like
This is
anti
insane.
aggro. Like this is
insane.
great.
I don't know what ward does, and it's already great. It's airborne. It's 4 power. If ward gives it like +1 power against evil, then it can take care of that. If it does, like it's just it is a 5 mana 4 power flyer, which is pretty good already, and it is anti aggro. It's anti evil. It's probably a good blocker. We don't know what ward does, so like
God,
it
can
can
you
only
imagine
get
if this
better.
like gained you life for each thing you banished too?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we don't know what ward does. I think that this is at least an A tier, possibly S tier. But I guess the other question though is like mono red anti aggro. It might be the problem with this card
Ooh,
actually
yeah.
might be the threshold cost because red is so good at being aggressive.
Yeah, what are
I
you
don't know
doing
where I'm
in
playing this yet.
damn it. What are you doing in red if you're not aggro? Like this is a control, but you have to be like really heavy
Yeah.
red.
Well, okay,
Uh,
wait. So, but you're already playing big sorcerer, right? Big Earthfire sorcerer,
yeah,
and
that's fair.
Poweries aren't evil, and neither are the lions. Oh wait, are the lions monsters? They might be. No, they're beasts. So the Poweries aren't evil, the beasts aren't evil, and
So
the Saracen Raiders
it's a
aren't
heavy
evil.
fire deck with a splash of something else.
Yeah, and Death Dealer's not evil. So like you have to be in some sort of big non-evil controller mid-range, which does exist, in which case I think this is A tier. However, I think that the playability is super narrow because you have to be in like Fire wants to be aggressive,
And
and this is not.
and
However,
you can't have
wait, Boudica, yeah, so Boudica, Morgana, Death Dealer, Poison Nova. Yeah, there's definitely a shell that you could build around this card where you're in a big fire non-evil deck that has a lot of
Ooh,
mortals
but also
essentially.
if you're putting in hyena, uh, what is
Yeah, he's got to be
hyena?
a beast.
It's a beast.
He's
Yeah,
got to be a beast. Yeah.
yeah. So then you can
Okay.
banish
Okay.
your own stuff and get it out of the way for the angel. Like
Yeah.
there are, yeah,
I think this is good enough. And if like let's say the only demons you're really playing are like, Infernal Legion, I think this is good enough.
yeah.
Maybe you take
And then
one
if
or
you
two
go
damage
against
because you're doming the opponent.
and if you're going against a opponent who's already killing themselves with Corrupt the
Yeah.
Freak and Lesser Blood Demon and a Frit, like, and those things are in the yard, and you play this and dome them for 4, and they go down to like 2 or something because they've been like hurting themselves the whole time. Like,
I think I've convinced myself that there will be a deck you could build around this. And like specifically, I already think I'm convinced that the air fire demon aggro is powerful.
yeah,
So if that's a thing, I think Archangel Samael, he's a 1 in 60. The odds are not great you're gonna draw him. But if you can get him out on turn 5 or 6 or 7, and he's even better late game, right? If they're not banishing their own cemetery, then they are getting hosed by how many
and if you
demons they
turn
have
this
in there.
turn 7, they've like run out of resources. They have 6 or 10 cards in their graveyard. That's maybe 5 or
Yeah.
4. Like, you play this thing and
Oh
dome them for
God,
5.
all the skeletons are evil. How many skeleton tokens do they have out? Okay, I think this card's cracked. We don't know what Ward does. I think this is a great card. I don't think it's ubiquitous, right? You're not slamming this in every fire deck. Like Morgana's going to be in every fire deck.
But
This guy
you have
has to
to
be a non,
your deck
yeah,
has to,
non-evil.
even then you can like maybe get away with a couple, but yeah,
I think it's good. I think this is a good card. I'm going to call it A tier, and then depending on what Ward does, it could be S tier. And then like I don't know, it's possible it's B, but I think it's a good card.
agreed. Uh, one of
I'm glad that we went on a journey together there.
no, that was I liked that one. I really like this card, and the art of this is just Juan. You did a great job on this guy.
Screamer.
Screamer, 3 mana, 2 air, 3/3. Ordinary undead. Genesis, tap a target adjacent enemy minion, make it take a step away. Like, it's
Yeah,
force movement, it leaves a body behind.
I think that this is good in actually this is the first undead I'm super stoked to play in the air fire aggro evil.
Yep.
Because you're pushing their Lugbug Cat, their Autumn Unicorn. You're just pushing their blocker
It's a
away.
huge tempo play. You're not removing
Yep.
something, but like getting things out of the
Yep.
way is really important.
Exactly. I think I like this a lot.
B
I
tier or
think
A
it's pretty
tier?
good. No, I don't think it's A tier. I think it's B tier.
Yeah, agreed.
But I do think it's cool. Also, can I just say that Samael's also by Jesse, and they're a new artist for sorcery, but Jesus, do I love it?
Ooh,
All of
yeah.
their cards are bangers.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Yeah, good point. You got the heretics, you got desecrate. Good
Yeah.
fucking work.
Yeah, Jesse, I'm really glad you're a part of this set because these are amazing.
All right, search party.
Speaking of amazing,
Menace Frisk, amazing art. I think this is kind of a shit card.
yeah, I'm
3
not playing
mana,
this shit
3
ever.
3, 2 Earth, Ordinary Mortals, has +1 power for each search party in your cemetery. It's a limited payoff card.
Yeah, I'll play this in limited all day.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
that's
it's 3
it.
mana, 3 3 with possible upsides, right?
There's just too much. There's so much removal in for the cemetery right now, which is good. We like removal, but like I think it'll be too easy to make this worthless.
Yep. And it has to be specifically that card in the set. Like,
Yeah,
it's just too much.
screw that
Shackled
card.
Demon, 4 mana, 5/5, Elite Demon, disable until adjacent spellcaster taps to release him.
Duo thinks this card's cracked. I don't like it though.
I think it's okay. I thought Earth was all the mid range things, like the 4 mana 5/5s, the whatever. You know. All right, I'm calmed down.
Yeah.
I'm chill.
So it's interesting how good that Fury Road is getting because you've got basically undercosted beaters on in both colors now instead of just one of them.
I will say there's a lot
And I
of
don't like
undercosted
this one.
beaters that are with a downside that probably are very good in a silent style list.
Yeah. Yeah, so like this in a silent style list is fine, but it's still just a 4 mana 5/5. I don't love it, but I think
It's
it's
a
fine.
vanilla minion. I think it's probably B tier of like it's just a solid card. Like 5 power is tough to
It's
remove.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. I think it could be C tier, but it could be B tier. I will also say though, like this isn't a Genesis, it's a static effect. So I believe that even if you played this on top of a root spider, it would still be disabled when you move the root spider.
Oh, because it's not a Genesis like
It's a
the
static. You've never
yeah.
tapped to release him, so like regardless, he's tapped, I believe.
I would
Could be
agree with
wrong.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes in C tier, but it's just solid minions and solid mid range. Maybe if we go into a mid range bullshit meta, like it's
Yeah.
just gonna be good.
Yeah.
We got Shogoth, a
Shogoth.
6 mana 5/5 2 water threshold submerged and void walk ordinary monster.
Is it a
Uh,
5/5?
it's a 5/5 6 mana 5/5 with no discounts ordinary monster. C tier, F
Uh,
tier.
this is one that we don't actually have on one of our things, by the way.
Oh,
Because I'm looking for it on my phone and I don't see it.
I will add it after this. Yeah, it's a 6 mana, 2 water threshold, 5/5, ordinary monster, submerged void walk.
I don't like it very much. Because it's just pretty much vanilla. I guess Submerged Voidmock. I don't know if that's good.
Like
I don't like it.
it has removal protection a little bit, but yeah, meh. It's just a
It's not very good. I mean, like, if we get sites that get Shogoths, or we get sites that get 10 Tud Slugs, or we get sites that get, like, any of the vanilla minions, I don't think they're worth running unless they have discounts
if they come
or.
from the collection somehow.
Yeah, but I don't think this is worth playing. It's a monster, right?
Yeah, it's a monster.
Okay,
It's
so
another
monster
monster for
morphs is
shapeshift. Yeah,
shapeshift.
yeah.
But, like, I like the shapeshift lists with things like dormant monstrosity so much more because when you shapeshift into it, it feels good, and when you get a discount on it, it feels good. But you never want to cast it for full mana cost, and this guy's always full mana cost. So yeah, I don't think he's very good. I
Yep.
think probably F tier.
Agreed. We got another sites. Silent Hills. Genesis until your next turn, minions are silenced while atop nearby sites. I think this thing's great.
What color is that in?
Earth.
Interesting. I'm just thinking. So okay,
It
it doesn't. I'm just thinking about
Quagmire.
how good that is. I'm thinking about how good that is in your demon decks because we keep saying like this is pretty good if you can silence it. Because like if I don't take damage from my Corruptor Freak, my Ifrit, uh my Corruptor Freak, my Ifrit, my Lesser
Mm-hmm.
Blood Demon. So like I'm silencing my own minions, and maybe I'm silencing yours too. But like yours, that's a straight downside, and for me, that's a straight upside.
Yep. Like
But it's not the right color.
I think I like the effect enough to put it in
You know
B.
what? Yeah, and also it's a silence for your lumbering giantess in your like earth fire aggro.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's good enough. I like B.
Flaming Skull, 2 mana, 2/2, 1 fire, airborne fire spellcaster, fire spellcaster,
Eh? Eh?
undead. Eh, it's
Eh?
CT. It's reasonable. It dies to
Yeah.
Violence. I think I'd rather play Violence.
Yeah, people are excited about it because they like realize how good Tawny is, but Tawny's free.
Yeah,
Is
Tawny's
the
free.
difference.
This is spending
He's
a
a
card.
flying spellcaster, which is why Tawny is so good. And like, yes, lava flow, disintegrate, like immolation. Yes, I can see the upside here, but it's Tawny's just better for free.
And Tawny dies just the same way as Flaming Skull dies, right?
Yeah, like Tawny dying over and over again is like, yes, they're spending their actions to get rid of my Tawny. So like it feels fine because it's free. Flaming Skulls, like I spent a card and then they spend their action to kill it. I'm like, it feels worse. I lost a card to something they're gonna do for Tawny for like no matter what. So yeah, I think it's not as good.
Agreed. This site
This
though
card's
is
cracked.
this site's cracked. Sphinx sarcophagus, elite site. Genesis banish 2 identical spells from cemeteries to draw a spell. Does this mean I can banish one from mine or and one from yours if they're the
Yes.
same?
Yes.
Yeah. No, this thing's
Yep.
great. This thing
Cracked.
it's draw a spell. It's
Yeah.
card
It's draw
advantage.
spell. in the mirror match, you win. In the against Archimago, you're happy. Against like you, there are just cards that everyone's going to be running, right? Like everyone runs like a Blink or a Common Sense or a Toolbox or a Silver Bullet or a, just like a very good minion, a very good artifact. Yes, I think this card is cracked.
And then
It's
even
just
if not,
a
you banish two of your own spells and draw. Like it's just like Wizard's Den is playable.
Wizard's Den's good. I think Wizard's Den's good. I don't see it as often as I think I would, but this card lets you. It's Cemetery Hate.
Yeah, Cemetery Hate that draws you a card. No, that's
Yeah.
Defiler Spire, unique site, air. Sites
I love this card.
occupied by evil have. At the end of your turn, you lose one life. So it like
This is not
hoses.
anti-evil. This is in your evil deck.
Oh, so you like flood their side of the board with things?
Yes. Yes. I think it was Mitch or somebody was saying like, "Oh yeah, it's anti-evil." I think that this is dangerous in anti-evil because if you can't answer their threats, you're getting pinged, you're getting devil's egged. But I think in the evil deck, if you're just flooding them, you destroy them.
I'm just thinking about your stupid
My Necromancer.
yeah, and then you just have skeleton tokens fucking everywhere.
You're
Um,
right. You're right. It's good but like I think that makes it even better. I think you play this when you're running evil cards, and
and you have
you
one or two
are
evil things on their side, and then you turn them all into
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think
I'm playing
it can go both
aggressive
ways.
evil. I don't care if, yeah, but like if we're in a mirror match, then this domes both of you.
Hmm.
But I think that if I'm playing an aggressive evil deck, then I'm doming you. I think this is, but you also get to decide when you play this. If I've got six necroman, if I got six skeleton tokens on my side of the board, then I'm not playing this out. I'm not taking
What?
six damage.
No, no, it's the site has. So you can only if you pile all your tokens on one site, you only take one.
Sure. Okay, even better. I think that this is good. I think, yeah, but all my necromancer tokens are always on the same site, so this isn't even that good against me. I think this is when you are evil, and I think it's a great card.
A tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Uh,
spread them out and attack. Because you don't want all your minions on the same site anyway, because then
yep.
you just lose to like Poison Nova, Cave In, Earthquake, Alien Fate. So you're spreading your dudes out and you're just decimating them for that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I love this card.
Stitched Abomination. A,
I hate this card.
so do I. 7 mana, uh, double air, star. Genesis. Banish up to 3 minions from one cemetery to stitch together. This abomination has their combined power, but each part may be damaged and destroyed separately. It's a rules nightmare. You need 3 things in the yard. It's 7 mana. It's not gonna work.
No, no. The only way this works is if we get a spell that like lets you mill half your library.
Yeah.
And then Carrionet makes us very strong. But like right now we have those rats or whatever beetles that let you like mill two or something.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't working with a mill two. This isn't working with a discard one. Like you've got to mill a bunch.
You got to
If we
have
like
lots of cards in your deck or in your graveyard for
yeah.
this to work. Maybe in
If
like
you've
3
got
or
a way
4
to mill a
sets when this
bunch,
is like better, but right now this is too many steps, too much trash.
when when sorcery decides to go full evil and prints a mill set, yes, this will be good. Otherwise, I don't.
Even
like
then,
this
I
card.
don't think it's going to be good
Sure. Yeah, you're right. I don't
because
like
it's
it.
7 mana and it's a like then it's just a big dumb idiot. Like I play
Well, you
6.
gotta cheat it. You have to cheat this out, and you just need to fill your cemetery with a bunch of spells, including this one, and then you raise dead or Carrionet or
This I don't know. It's terrible. Swap. Everybody knows what swap does now, right? 3
S
mana,
tier.
three mana, 2 water. Swap the location of target minion or artifact with another target minion or artifact.
S tier.
Force movement. Uh, Disadvantage like positions. This thing is gross.
It's disgusting. I mean, like using it to steal their Ring of Morrigan, their core, their Philosopher's Stone, their Flame of the First One, using it to put their minion on top of your Bottomless Pit and kill it, using it to move your Dormant Monstrosity, which is in the corner of your realm, onto their sites and start beating them to death. There's no downside to this card. It's almost always useful.
Agreed. Base of Babel. Exceptional Earth
God
Site.
damn it.
What?
We don't have the Apex, right? We have a playtest card. There's a playtest. What is it? The pre-alpha card.
Pre-alpha card that says it. But
Do we know what that does?
I don't remember. You may build the Tower of Babel by playing the Apex of Babel atop this site. We have no idea what the fuck this does, right?
What is the pre-alpha card?
Oh, I have no idea. But there's no way it's changed by right?
No, it almost certainly has changed, but I'm just wondering what the other one was. I think it was something to do with extra mana. Yeah, I don't like it.
You need
We have too many good spells. We
all
have too
right.
many good sites, I mean.
Hypothetically,
And this requires two of
your
them.
top is also exceptional, and you that effect has to be so broken to like ask you to find two sites.
Yeah. I don't remember what the Apex does, but I think it was like extra mana. But if it's one extra mana, then you're playing two sites to get the effect of a tower or a city of glass or a beacon or like just play tower.
Yeah, no, this
It's one site, you get it every time.
we'll
It
see.
doesn't die
We'll
to
see
like
what the
Atlantean
apex
Fate.
is, but the apex has to say win the game, or else it's just not going to be worth it. In my opinion.
If it's like these two sites combined generate 5 mana, then I think I'm in.
But like,
That's a lot of upside.
we're at 30 sites. It's getting tight. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
who knows?
That's a lot of upside. I mean, to be fair, we have the air sets plats, which is like go get an exceptional. So you could work to build this, but I think it has to be 5 mana.
We'll see what it
Or like
does.
draw three. I would do it. I think too.
Yeah,
I think I
sure.
would do two sites to draw three. That's pretty good.
Uh, 2 mana artifact toolbox. Sacrifice bearer may cast a ordinary spell from your collection. It is exceptional. I think
This one
this.
I think is actually S tier.
I think this was actually S tier. You don't have to tap. There's so many broken ordinary
Yeah,
cards. Like
yeah.
it's so good.
It also is just more ubiquitous, right?
Yeah.
I think that the aggro decks don't want to play Silver Bullet because it's too much of a tempo loss. Whereas I would gladly pay 4 mana for a grapple shot in an aggro deck.
Do you play this over common sense?
Uh, it depends on what you're trying to go for because this one gets your collection. Common Sense gets your like spell book. If you've got cards in your collection that are like Boil, then sure. Is Boil ordinary? I don't remember. But
Yes.
like certain cards might be able to hose. Other people, in which case, yeah. But I think that like if you're only targeting things like Grapple Shot, I'd rather just have the Grapple Shot in my main deck so I can draw that. Like I don't want to draw Boil in a matchup where it's bad, but I do want to draw a Grapple Shot pretty much every game. So I
Absolutely.
think
Yep.
in Earth I still run Common Sense over this, but I think that in every other color this is a great card, and then it depends on what I'm trying to like target. So I guess it's meta dependent.
I think the question is it's not if you play toolbox is if you play two or three toolboxes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
F tier.
Townsfolk, 1 mana, 1 earth, 2/2, ordinary F tier.
F
I think
tier.
it goes with this next site. Troubled Town. Genesis, you may cast a townsfolk from your collection to the site. But
No.
Troubled Town doesn't have any threshold.
No, I don't like it.
Might as well just
That's
play.
messed up actually. That's straight up nerf compared to the air one. The air
Yep,
one gets you a 3/3 and has threshold. Yes, I understand that it costs more mana or whatever, but no.
I would agree. This next one we're gonna do last.
Really cool art though. Who did this one?
The
Pedro
townsfolk.
Ferreira. No, the I like the art for the Troubled Town.
Oh, it's like a
I
cool
won't be playing
gothic.
it, but it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna skip Searing Truth for now. But Vast Desert, where we put
Yeah.
into the fourth desert, B tier.
I don't know. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
solid.
good.
Another one.
Yeah.
I think my favorite art of the set is
I
Ano. I
know.
know. 3 mana,
Also really good.
3 mana water, double water threshold, 3/3 unique mortal. At the end of your turn, and I know may take a step between the top and bottom edges of the realm to gain stealth. Like you play it on your back row, smack them, step back, get stealth. Like this thing's awesome.
It's insane. Yeah, it's basically it's a stealth minion that attacks every other turn.
S
S
tier.
tier.
Yeah,
S tier.
it's so fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Uh,
This card's good too.
Willing Tribute, 2 mana, 2/2, 1 air, ordinary, sacrifice, untap adjacent evil ally. It's a evil, helpful hob that's cheaper. Common sense, 4 mana, it's good. Like, maybe this goes as like one of for your toolbox so you can like get a double smack somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, in the evil deck, you actually might. This might be pretty worth running, um, because you get to like attack with your Ifrit twice or something. But Desecrate is strictly better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think it's B. Can I just let you know that while we're recording this, they released more spoilers?
Are you all right? I guess we're gonna tack it onto the end here. Second wind, ally may take a step. Then you may cast
That's
it
not
from the
opposition
Bennett
agent.
cemetery.
I don't like it, but I understand why it can be decent.
Maybe C tier. and then we'll go into the new spoilers here in a second. Searing Truth is a 3 mana double fire exceptional magic. I hate it. I hate it so much. Target player
S
draws
tier.
and reveals 2 spells, then takes damage equal to the higher mana cost. This is a tempo huge refill your hand. This is a kill spell at the end of your turn or at the end of the game. Like this is going to be good early. This is going to be good late. Fuck
It's
this
good
card.
always.
Fuck
I
this
mean,
card.
if you think about the air fire aggro, you're probably only taking 3 damage. Sometimes you're going to draw like 2 lesser demons or like a lesser demon and a pith imp, and you'll take 2 damage instead. And then it's a unconditional I get to kill you at the on death's door card. It's cracked.
All right, so then we're going into new dust store rewards. Okay, so you're
Yeah,
seeing Haystack. Haystack is a exceptional sight in Earth. Opponent searches decks are limited to the top 3 cards. So
seems good. Common sense.
Common
Toolbox.
Sense is screwed.
Toolbox.
Toolbox is better.
Oh no! Wait, toolbox is collection, not
Yeah,
the spell book.
yeah.
Okay, so it's wait. What
Haystack.
else is this going to be? It's actually mostly common sense hate. It's
Yeah,
what's so the new tutor, it'll kill that. And then the what's it called? The Adept Illusionist, Brother Knights.
I think
Anything
Haystack
else let you search?
it's exceptional. I wish it was ordinary.
I don't
But
think I like it. Yeah, I don't think I like it.
I think it's okay.
Actually, it's wait, but it is actually just the nail in the coffin against Archimago.
It is. It
No more
really
common
is.
sense. Yeah, so no more common sense. No more casting spells from your cemetery. No more healing. They really hate Archimago because that's the only reason this card is good. Because there's no guarantee your other dudes are going to be running
So is Archimago
your
dead? Like you can't risk running into this shit.
yeah, I think what'll end up happening is Archimago will be like everyone's gonna play this stuff. Archimago will be unplayable. Everyone will stop playing Archimago, and then these cards aren't very good anymore. You'll stop playing these cards, and then Archimago could come back until people play these cards again.
So it's
So Archimago is a total gamble, and you have to pray your opponent doesn't run these cards. Like if you take this to a tournament, let's say a Crossroads, or yeah, Crossroads is 128 players, and you just have to pray that nobody runs these cards, and if they do, you automatically lose, and if they don't, then you can play your Archimago deck
I think it's too much of a risk. Even if people stop playing
with a
cards.
collection too. Yeah,
Yeah. Hot
yeah.
damn.
I think Archimago's dead. I'm actually into this because I hate Archimago with a fiery passion. I don't think that control is unhealthy for the game, but I do think Archimago is very unhealthy for the game. So
Yeah.
screw that avatar, and this makes Archimago dead.
Last question on our 2.5 hour podcast.
Oh, is that all?
What does control look like with Archimago gone?
We need to see more Gothic cards. I think that you can run a control-esque mid-range deck. I don't think that we have at least with the avatars and the cards we have right now, there's no pure control deck. Maybe Death Speaker, but they're a little bit hosed too.
Mid-range control
But
sounds
like
interesting.
I think mid-range control is doable, right? Like if I'm running a bunch of removal spells, I'm running that Archangel Semiel, I'm running like ways to get beefy bodies on the field that can hose the aggro avatars. I think that would work.
Control mid-range.
I think we need to see more cards. I mean, like you've seen the Necromancer deck that I was testing with. That's actually just like pure mid range, but it stomps aggro.
Thanks
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
so sorry, guys. This is distracting. Seriously, like this was a lot of fun. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate you spending 2 hours on a random Tuesday afternoon with me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I know this was a long and rambly version. We'll try to have a quicker version for Bruce, like as a recap, and then we'll do whatever spoilers they release later before Gothic gets dropped in December 5th.
Yeah, sounds good. See you guys ever.
Cheers.
Yep, bye.